Did you give it a lights? What about YouTube? 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 Cancelled. What about YouTube? Cancelled. Cancelled. Let's go into your channel, right?
Bada bing. Bam. Bam. And everything is up. We're officially live. Officially doing it. So, welcome. Welcome to the show at the end of the internet. Filled with asinine anecdotes, stupid as hell stories, and opinions. Everyone loves opinions. You didn't ask for them. We got them. In swathes. So, I'm Bully, you can call me, and my little cohort here.
Leon.
Yeah. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Figured it is only fitting to be first starting off to get some introductions out of the way, a little Schmeat and greet. right. So, I suppose we should start off with the fact we're roommates. That's pretty cool. Known each other for a long time. How long do you say? At least 5, 6 years almost?
I'd say closer to 7.
Yeah, it has been a while. Really long time. We actually met in a fucking video game. Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS4 around Christmas time. And we eventually wound up sharing the same musty ass apartment. Things have come a long way in this place. Is the house about to fall apart? I just started hearing cracks. Okay. Well, anyway. Oh, hang on a second. I'm really stupid. I forgot to take... There we go. So. We're going smooth. Starting off, going smooth. So. How did we meet? How do we set the scene for such a thing?
I got this.
Okay.
One day playing GTA Online, I met someone considerably younger than I, although I didn't know that at the time because he's always had a baritone voice, literally since he was 12. It's fucking amazing. Anyway, yeah, it goes how GTA Online goes. Somebody was getting fucked up against their will, and somebody else was like, "Hey man, that's not cool." And me in this case, stepped in to play the role of the fucking cringeworthy white knight. And we ended up getting into a fight with a jet in a maze somewhere in Los Santos, and yeah, that about covers it. It's really all.
Nah, you gotta come through we gotta get the rich details. Let me tell you exactly what happened. So, one day, winter 2014, just a few days before Christmas, they just enabled, no, it was right before they enabled snow in GTA Online for the Christmas event. Good little 13-year-old, Jesus Christ, that cloud. Good little 13-year-old me had been really good all year long and put $200 down on a PlayStation 4 while my family covered the rest. I had been good all year. So, I got to get the goods a couple days early. I think it was on the 19th or the 20th of December 2014. I got to unwrap my PlayStation 4 early. And God, I was so happy. So happy. The newest. For once in my life, this poor little fucking pathetic trailer trash got something new and exciting. I'd been rocking a PS2 since like 2008. And even, I fucking love my PS2. But anyway. I unboxed it, as I did. It came with GTA 5. I installed the disc, waited fucking like 3-4 hours, however long it took to install. And boy oh boy, I played through the first mission. Yeah, that was okay, that was cool, but I wanted to try the online. It was so exciting. I had played online on the PS3 a bit. It was like, PS4, this has got to be amazing. 32 players. Oh, and I got on and I joined this lobby. And there's this game I had heard about that everybody just called Michael Myers, where we went up to the maze bank, I think it was. Maze, like up in the hills, you know?
No, it was
where the hedge maze was.
Yeah, it was it was near the... It's called the Rotunda. That's all I really remember.
Yeah.
Not the full name.
But it was the area on the with the hedge maze in the corner of the city. And, you know, I gathered together a few people, one of which was my gracious friend who's here today. And things were going fine, coming along just fine. We had about, what would you say, 9 people doing this little mini game.
Too many.
Yeah.
There was too many people to have talking at once. I remember that very well.
Yeah. Just running around the maze with fucking maps off and everything, killing each other. It was a good time. And then tragedy struck. A laser jet flies from the sky and starts strafing the maze, killing everybody. It is a bloodbath.
Not cool.
Not cool at all. And we decide that us, the lowly plebeians and relatively low levels, were not going to take it. We weren't gonna take shit. And we stood up against this bully. Stood up against him with our lock-on rocket launchers, which are,
We
for some
fired
reason,
one missile at him and it killed him 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
That's how the story ends.
basically, and we griefed the guy until he left, and then hung out for a few hours, and then we're like, yeah, we should
The bullies became the bullies.
yeah, we should play again someday. Yeah, and then it just kind of
And the
went on
next
from
thing
there.
I know, he's living with me. It's fucking,
Yeah,
it's a wild.
pretty much. Time's pretty crazy. It was just like, oh, this random fucking kid you're meeting on GTA. Oh, it's your roommate. Internet. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so much shit has happened in between that, though. Like, a lot of video games. A ton of video games have happened for sure. GTA is probably one of the most memorable though. Fuck.
I have no less than a month and a half of total playtime in Grand Theft Auto 5 online.
Me too. I'm at like 2,300 hours. I haven't touched the game in
It's
like a
weird.
year, but yeah.
And it's weird how close I am to closing in on that in Red Dead. It's like I have 20 days of Red Dead Online total playtime so far. Now I know that's nothing in comparison to some other people. I've seen people who can rank 500. How I don't know. They're either really good at working their jobs and balancing their personal life, or they don't have jobs. I don't know, but it's one of those two.
So much time playing video games. GTA. It is a clusterfuck now, but it will always be special to me.
It's a fun clusterfuck, though. Like it's fun up until the point that someone decides to nuke you from orbit. But it's fun.
Special to me.
It's a fun clusterfuck.
Yeah. Fuck. I think the death knell for that game in particular had to have been the orbital cannon.
I mean, it had to be. What else? Like, the last time, the thing that marked the end of Grand Theft Auto 5 Online for me was the first time I joined a game, right? Got killed by the orbital cannon, and then was sent a text message from the person who blew me up with the orbital cannon from the safety of their bunker saying 1-0. No shit. And it was just like, I'm done. No more.
No more. It's done. It's fucking done. I mean, God. What would you say is your favorite memory from that?
I believe that we were playing with each other when Heists came out, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had more fun in Grand Theft Auto 5 than the launch of the original Heists, if I'm being honest. Like, we did them, we conquered them, we perfected them, and then we went back and we did the Criminal Mastermind Challenge, and then we did it another 7 times for every person that figured out that we did it and wanted us to help them do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my
And we
God.
played every major expansion released up until the last, I'd say, year.
Yeah. Suppose
So-
I think we officially stopped playing about a month after the Diamond thing came out. We sort of tapered off until then, but the Diamond Casino came and I was like, oh! And then we played for like 2-3 weeks, kind of regularly. And then, yeah, it was done. It became history. The game just became too much. The grind, the low payouts, everything everybody's been complaining about since
Then we moved to
2013.
Red Dead Online, and then we went through the same things all over again, but we decided that we could deal with this one because it's cowboys, and that's just all I need, apparently.
We got
I
big
couldn't-
wide open deserts in auto aim.
horses. Oh, God, how could you live without those?
Hell yeah. Oh, man. Red Dead, that's a fucking game, though. I've had a great time with that ever since, since day one. The story, the online, oh my God, it's been kind of not the biggest disaster at launch, but there was nothing to do and we still kept on it. just kept on it and kept on it and
There's never
kept
been a
on it.
better example of I am playing this for no other reason than because how much I like it as a video game than Red Dead Online at launch. There was nothing to do. I spent my time fishing and shooting deer. That's all I did. For almost a year. It took them so long to release the initial rolls. It's when I think back on it, I can't even really recall. I can't recall vivid memories that mean much of what we were originally doing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, back in those days, we were more likely to play things like showdown modes and horse races because there just wasn't much else to do, and those were fun. They're still fun, but I like what Red Dead Online offers in terms of its world and just how you interact with it, as opposed to Grand Theft Auto 5 and its world. And the only thing it really offers is how you cause chaos in it. And don't get me wrong, I love Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'll never think of it as anything less than an utterly phenomenal game. It just isn't for me anymore.
Yeah, I feel in. I know it's not true on some level because we just met like a 40-year-old dude that still plays it. But it just feels so much to me that the chaos just gets boring. It's like, haha, I fucking dropped a literal orbital nuke on somebody for the 50th time today. It's,
And I'm
woo!
still
Troll
happy.
face, are you
Like,
mad?
what?
God. Yeah. You were going? No, you're not?
Anyways, enough about Grand Theft Auto Online. Who are we and why are we here?
Okay, well, I'm Malik. I have come to a relatively recent revelation. It's always been stirred inside of me. The performative juices have always
As
been
you can
there.
see, there's a guitar behind him. That tells you everything you need to know. An acoustic guitar on top of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm a white boy with a guitar, but the catch is I don't sound like this. I can't even do the voice. It's so up there. The fucking voice, like a tenor. It's crazy. But anyway, I have sort of, for a long time, had this sort of great idea that I've just wanted to do something like this for fun. Just, shoot the shit. If anybody wants to tune in, have a little bit of enjoyment, see if I can bring some joy into somebody's life by just being an idiot live.
I.e., we don't want to work. Look, man, I'm 24 and I've had 10 different jobs.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's a wild world out there, and I've had a lot of experience in it. And I can tell you that the way I look at it is, if you're gonna rely on a brick and mortar place to be your primary source of well-being,
Brick and mortar to be your
moving
bread and butter. There we go.
yeah, moving forward into like 2021, and as we get closer to things of maybe not true AI, but partially true AI, it's it just won't be wise to rely on such things for very long. It's my honest opinion. So
Basically, we're all gonna get replaced by robots. We're gonna be fucking robots. Real women won't need to exist anymore, that whole spiel.
yeah,
The need for human interaction is less and less. And this is kind of, uh, to some degree, what we have left. Because everybody now is walking around with fucking AirPods in. It's a funny meme and all that, but it's kind of sad sometimes. Like you're walking, like near us, there's this cool little river walk, right? And it's just fucking nice, and there's the sound of a waterfall. It's beautiful. And I see so many people just walking the path, just looking at their phones, like, yeah, phone bad, headphones in and stuff. But seriously, it's just so much. People have been doing this for forever, right? Ever
yeah,
since
sure.
newspapers have existed, people have sat on carriages
People
and
have had their
buses.
noses stuck in something since newspapers were invented. Yeah,
Yeah, since probably before then, somebody would just sit down and whittle on a piece of wood.
never read it.
It's been around for a
Yeah.
long, long time. This isn't a new phenomenon. But with more recent developments and such and stuff like technology, it's become exacerbated. There's now an infinite amount of entertainment just on one of these things. or the smaller version of one of these things.
Not to mention the near sum of human knowledge.
Yeah. And you don't need to do anything else. Like, eventually, you'll get to the end of a newspaper, and then you're like, okay, I guess I can chat with somebody, right? Back then. But now, it's just constant stream of what's basically infinite information for one person. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. It's genuinely amazing. I sit and think about it sometimes, and I'm just in awe of how much technology has progressed in just within my lifetime. I'm not old. I'm a zoomer.
When I was a kid, to play online games, you had to go out and buy a peripheral adapter for the PlayStation 2, not if you were an Xbox player. I had an original Xbox, but I had one fucking game for it. Guess what it was? You had to go out and buy a peripheral adapter for the PlayStation 2, and then you had two games. You had either the original Killzone or Resident Evil Outbreak. And I guess at some point maybe the original Ghost Recon. But I don't recall having that on the PS2. Maybe that came out on the PS2, maybe it didn't. I'm sure someone will tell me. The original Ghost Recon.
Ghost Recon.
Ghost Recon 2, I would believe, has the first one to have multiplayer. I think. Maybe not. I'm old, those memories are forever ago.
Yeah. Jeez.
I know I look like I'm 17, but I'm 24. I'm old. In the internet years, that's old. This is a terrible age to be starting this.
Yeah. I wouldn't say so. There's some old as fuck streamers that somehow get around. You know, that's not the issue, I think. I think the biggest thing is just energy.
Don't be a douchebag. Don't cancel yourself.
I don't know. People have been pretty good at doing that to themselves. Streamers and all this fucking drama. Like, there's this one guy. There's a pretty funny video. Let me see if I can pull it up. There's this one streamer. I think it's XQCL, something like that. One guy made like
pretty big streamer.
Yeah, I don't really know who he is. I'm sorry. No shade, no shame, nothing. It's fine. But there is something that's kind of sad, and that is somebody that made a full like rendered 3D animation for him, and the dude was just like, "What the fuck is this? This is stupid. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're banned." And I was just like, "Oh God, that's who can do that?"
Not a good look. Not a good look, that's for sure. But he is what I would call part of this whole. Probably not a good place to start off your first episode, but like the XQC is part of what I call the Twitch streamer cartel.
Really?
The biggest people, yeah, I mean, they all have each other's backs. All of them. Like the biggest ones, they all do. I mean, there's not a single big streamer didn't stand up to bat for Pokimane when, you know, she fucks up, when Pokimane makes mistakes. There's just a line of simps, including famous streamers, so, somehow, who step up to bat for her. It's a thing that happens.
Yeah. Alright, I found the video I'm talking about. So I suppose I can just plop it in right there. And so yeah, it's a pretty simple little
Baseball
animation. This guy
back.
Suck my dick. I need to put ad block on this. That is definitely what I'm doing. Fuck off. Anyway, let's just speed it up a bit. There we go.
You like baseball?
Not particularly. But anyway, this is basically a 3D artist, animator, that made a thing for this guy.
Oh my god, the mic, dude. Is this live? Okay. Good chat, let's go over this. Is there on it?
Okay.
Get
Just
this.
going through.
Wait, what is this? Did you just say a different intro? I'm an artist, I'm a CG artist? I'll do whatever you want to. Including bussy action. I made this demo.
Oh, I can tell you why XQC denounced it immediately.
Schnauzer. Guys, what the fuck is this?
That really bothers me.
Man, you're not hired, man. This is bullshit.
That, like, I'm not crazy, right? That really bothers me on like a personal level.
Nah, this is dumb. This is dumb.
So yeah, anyway, the character's really sad, goes to bed, whatever. You get the point. You get the point. We're done here.
there's two things at play there. For one, there's the usage of Pepe, which
Oh, we're gonna be really
Twitch
analytical about Pepe, huh? Come on.
Twitch doesn't like Pepe. Two, there's the kind of the accusation that Twitch streamers tend to fill in a certain role for people, and I personally I don't see this as a thing that people should be ashamed of, but there is kind of this assumption with a lot of people that if people watch streams to make up for what might be a lack, even if it's just in that moment, not saying you don't have friends or anything like that, just for a lack of companionship, maybe at that point in time, it kind of gives people the sense of I'm enjoying something with someone else, which is fine. I'm not saying that that is wrong, but Twitch streamers find that to be something not cool to talk about. Because why they would feel this way, I don't know, but some of them kind of take it as them being called charlatans or opportunists, I guess. I don't see it that way at all, but a lot of people kind of see it that way. You know, if you're a Twitch streamer, you're providing a service. You're providing entertainment. It's no different than an actor, in my opinion. Maybe a little more genuine, but
At the end of it, it's just a game of numbers, really.
I definitely don't agree with XQC's reaction to it, or the way he internalized it himself. But I can definitely see what a typical Twitch streamer would have found wrong with it.
Yeah. Personally, I see the funny frog, and that's a thumbs up. I don't care about whatever co-opting. Like, this is old-ass drama at this point, but I don't care about the co-opting, whatever. That is an internet icon who is never going away.
Well, he was never even really co-opted. The joke was that 4chan pulled over on everybody is that if we just spread around this idea that Pepe is a white supremacist symbol and he belongs to white supremacists, then normies will stop using him.
Booga booga.
And it worked for the most part. 4chan is just, we're here and 4chan's just off screen. Like, you can't see them. They're so far above us.
Anyway, fuck streamers. I didn't come here to talk about streamers. Streamers, you can you know you can do your thing. I'm doing my thing. Whatever. I don't want to cause shit. We're good. All right, streamers, you out there. There's no fucking way you're looking at this, but you out there.
Yeah, for sure they're not.
Oh shit. One quick thing. Yeah, you can ask something if you want. That's cool. Shit, I wasn't expecting much. Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask something real quick.
Ask anything.
Yeah, anything. I don't agree with Mustache Man's methods, I will say that. So, we can get that out of the way. Alright? I will say he was ambitious. Alright. So, you have a time machine that allows you to view anything in Earth's past for 10 minutes. No interactions. Where do you go?
Anything in Earth's path for 10 minutes. Where do I go?
For 10 minutes.
Past. Oh, that is a good question. What is the viewer's name?
The Observer. It's pretty. That's actually kind of cool. I kind of like that name. If you're a habitual viewer, yeah, that's cool. It's cool. All right, so anywhere in Earth's past for 10 minutes, no interactions. Where would I go? So this hypothetical, I'm just like an eye in the sky, right? I'm just looking around. That kind of shit. Well, personally, I think it would be, and maybe this is me just being dumb, boring, but I would really love to see what the actual Battle of Verdun looked like as it happened, 100%. I would just to see that in reality. There's so many artistic depictions and stuff, and artists take liberty. I would just love to see the real thing for just a few. It would scar me for fucking life, right? I would not come back the same person, but I would love to see that personally, just to get the idea of it, the feel for the period and how this war was actually fought, because it was right on the cusp of cameras being a real thing you can bring out. So we only have these grainy black and white images in some supposed videos that we're not 100% sure are real, as far as I know. I would love to just be able to see that with my own eyes. It would fuck me up mentally forever. But I think it would be an important thing to realize, especially now, that this is what violence looks like. This is what real human fucking carnage looks like.
That it?
Yeah, what about you?
Good answer. Yeah, the Battle of Verdun was definitely something that was particularly wild for its point in time, especially when you consider that the Germans who showed up, quite a few of them who showed up at that battle, kind of looked similar to what the Germans, particularly the SS, might have looked like during World War II. Just the all black, using flamethrowers. I can only imagine what the French soldiers, or even some of the more varied Allied soldiers who were at that battle, might have been feeling when they saw them.
Yeah,
But if I could be just a fly on the wall at any point in time, that's oh man, that is such a difficult question to answer.
if I were to answer yeah.
I think personally, even though I'm not really a religious person, I would love to be able to just kind of be a fly on the wall through the entirety of the Holy Roman Empire, because there's so much stuff that we don't know about any of those people, and the effects that some of them had on modern day times is you couldn't even begin to measure it. We have so little to go off of about Charlemagne, who he was as a person, his mother, everything about him that we know was written by their people, everything. So definitely, for me, it would have more to do with
But this is 10
history.
minutes. We got to remember the timeline of the theoretical here is you're stuck 10 minutes. What event do you want to see?
Oh, I must have missed that part. By the way, who is this question coming from and what platform?
The Observer on D Live. I'm liking D Live.
Thank you. What's his name?
Charlemagne ate poop. What? Okay.
He might have. They thought that they legitimately believed back in those days that you could use it to clean your teeth. Again, fascinating.
I think this guy might just be shitposting Glizzy King. The asker, though, of the pretty interesting hypothetical is the Observer. Pretty cool.
That's his name?
Yeah. I kind of like that name.
Yeah. That is amazing. Holy hell. Good for you for snagging that name, dude. You have the best name on D-Live. Like, the only name that could rival that is The Witness. But anyway, yeah, for me... So there's this long lost history about the supposed spear of destiny that was used to pierce the side of Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we know for a fact that at some point Charlemagne had an object that was supposed to be the spear of destiny. Since Charlemagne is the most famous of all these Holy Roman Emperor figures, and it's not even close, you know what I mean? I would love to know what he allegedly did with it, because we know we have the alleged spear of destiny in the museum in Austria, I believe. But it's obviously it couldn't be the one that pierced Jesus' side, because it's too decorative. And the guy, what's his name, Longinus, he was just a typical foot soldier. Something similar to a Greek hoplite is all he would have been.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. So you see what happened to the Spear of Destiny and me for done. Because I'm fucking just really
That's
into...
a good answer.
Yeah, good answer.
The most fascinating war in all of history. I don't blame you.
I mean, shit. It's just, it is the start of modern history. It's the bridge between old history and everything that led up to today. And it's just fascinating. World War I's biggest fucking butterfly effect and most terrible one was absolutely World War II, though.
Oh,
Uh,
kind of obvious, but yeah, I
let's
see your
yeah, I
point.
just mean let's not forget the cause of World War II is that I think it was a British soldier not
I
shooting
mean,
Adolf Hitler the messenger,
does that
the biggest cause, the
does that
single.
seem to imply that the most important person in modern history is Gavrilo Princip?
Gavrilo Prince.
He was the assassin.
Oh yeah. Right. How could I forget that?
Because
I hear
I
it said
there were
Gavrilo a lot.
17
That's why.
assassins there that day.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, the
important to
Black
remember.
Hands. But yeah, fuck. Eh, Gavrilo might definitely be the most important, like the flashpoint of
Of modern history.
history.
Modern history is
Yeah,
was built around World War II and the idea that we can never let this happen again.
yeah. That
It's
was the same
wild.
idea with World War One, but a crazy guy meth got in power in Germany. But
Uh, Meth does wild things.
yeah, would you have liked to met Gavrilo Princip? Just like pick his brain for a little bit. Say this is right after the assassination,
I would
and
like
we
to
could just
know.
visit him in his jail cell.
I would like to know if I could show him World War II, right? If he would tell me that he still believed his actions were the right thing to do.
Mhm.
Because it's important to remember that Archduke Franz Ferdinand was not some ruthless dictator. This was a guy that stood in front of his parliament and said, "We need to treat these people better." You know, if we rule over them, if we expect them to do what we say and respect us, then we should probably treat them kindly. So that's one of the biggest reasons that the Austrian Empire felt so absolutely gobsmacked when he was assassinated, because the Austrian Empire was like, he was good to you. What the hell?
Yeah.
I would love to know if he believed, because whether it doesn't matter what I think about Gavrilo Princip's principles. If I was in Gavrilo Princip's shoes, I'd probably feel the exact same way as him. Like, it's just historical relativity. It's just what it is. It's like when people talk trash about our founding fathers. It's just like, are you telling me that if you lived in 1770, you believe you would be a brighter, more progressive person than Thomas Jefferson?
Oh, I
He was
doubt it.
viewed cartoonishly progressive by some of his peers. You know, no, you would have been born on a farm somewhere in Delaware, and you would have thought a lot less of people whose skin color didn't match yours.
That's just most of human beings throughout all of history, though. Everybody, pretty much, until the end of the American slave trade, everybody was extremely fucking racist.
Up until about 47 years ago, it was just about everybody.
Pretty much, and it still exists a lot. Like, racism in America compared to anywhere else in the world, it is not really a problem. People just pretend it really is. And I'm not
Exactly.
gonna pretend it doesn't exist. It does exist in some capacity, absolutely. I mean, the KKK still exists. It has, like, what, 3,000 members? But it does still exist. It's just, I don't see it as a problem in today's Western world, person. But that's getting aside from the point. The original point was, World War One history, old times. We would have been born different. Delaware. Yeah, I. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I think today's not too bad. Let's just cut to the jib of that, and that things are better today than they've ever been. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good, all things considered.
So this is actually something that
Oh, yeah.
that is very pertinent, in my opinion. People talk about the United States and
Mm-hmm.
racism. If you look at the what is the word? If you look at the ethnic melting pot that the United States is, plus our relatively lenient immigration policies in comparison to, there's a lot of nations that you just won't immigrate to under any circumstances. It just will not happen. And the United States basically only asks for you to be able to prove that you're a functioning person who can, be a net benefit to our economy. Where we are the most ethnically accepting country on earth. So Is racism real? Yeah, sure. It's always going to be real. It's going to be real in 2,000 years. You're not going to fucking utopian. You're not going to have utopian theories that are going to just going to erase racism. It's something that's deeply ingrained in our brains as Homo sapiens. How do I know this? Well, because we kept every other species of human from existing. That's how I know this.
God bless the Cro-Magnons. They didn't
And
deserve what they got.
suggests this. So,
Yeah. Anyway, vegan dolls, bless you too. Welcome. Anyway, let's get to something a little lighter, a little less serious. We're supposed to be dumbasses. So,
what's up?
as you, bro, what? Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, Mr. Shorty Shorts. Go put on your fucking air conditioner. I'm sitting here in this fucking sweatbox room, full garb. I'm good. I'm chilling. Full garb. Woo! Dressed to the nines in my t-shirt and combat jacket. But anyway, anyone who's here, you've probably noticed that we both have some pretty long hair.
Oh fuck!
tell
Is
you
this really going to be a topic of conversation?
Yeah.
It's so interesting, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because let me tell you, as much of a fashion statement it is, long hair kind of sucks. I don't like it too much. As a personal, for me, kind of thing, I like how it looks. I like having long hair, but sometimes I really have to consider the pros and the cons when I walk out of the shower and there's just hair stuck all over my body in the worst places. I'm digging hair out of my ass crack for the next 3 hours.
At 5 a.m. and it was hot as ever living hell in your room, and your hair is just stuck to your neck, to your face. You've got like a wet spot right here, somewhere around here, and it's just utter misery. It is just the strictest misery that you can ever find yourself in outside of a concentration camp.
Yeah, no. Easily, for me, the worst part is, again, showering, the hair that comes off, it gets stuck in your ass crack and all over the place, and you're picking it out. It's bothering you for hours afterwards. You'll be lucky if you get everything by the time you go to bed. Probably not. You're gonna wake up in the morning, go to piss, and you're gonna realize that a hair is caught right there. And you're like, fuck me. It's splitting the stream. There's piss all over the floor. It's flooding. It's...
Nothing worse than pulling a nice, just long strand of hair out of your nutsack, and it feels like there's a razor blade slicing through it the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. It's a beauty. It's just great.
Oh no.
I really. Yeah, all right. Oh, your camera. Yeah, I really have to reconsider it sometimes. It's just fucking. But hey, it looks cool. I've had long hair for so long, I can't imagine myself without it. I've had long hair since I was a sophomore in high school, so, a few years ago.
So, I think...
Yeah.
So, when I first started... I know that none of you in the chat asked this, so, sorry. I started growing out my hair going into 6th grade, right? My dad gave me a buzz cut, which I don't mind. I actually pretty regularly just cut off all my hair up until high school, and I cut it all off completely for the last time when I was 16. When I was in 6th grade, though, I just went probably about 7 months without cutting my hair, and either of my parents made me do it. And I realized that I just kind of looked I looked better with long hair. I've got high cheekbones, I've got cheek dimples, and long hair kind of helps accentuate those. So just why not? Just if it's kind of your style, why not just do it?
Yeah.
And everyone, literally every man in our day and age, your style has less right here, more up here kind of haircut. All of them. So and I'm definitely not one that just rolls with the crowd. I'm definitely not a contrarian by any means, but I mean, if you're rocking a fade, you do you. I'm sure you look good in it. If you chose to do it, you probably look good in it. But me, no, the short hair is not something I feel like I look particularly good in personally.
For me, we're both from the South, so we both know this. But most of the people in the South who tend to have long hair always have fucking mullets. I kind of wanted to offset that. That's one of the reasons. I fucking I don't
The
like
party.
mullets. Uh,
So I don't have an issue with mullets, maybe because I'm such a huge Metal Gear fan, and that's just what Solid Snake rocks. But
it's past fashion. It's the 80s. It's done. It's over. We don't need them anymore. The world has progressed past the need for mullets.
like, does Arnold Schwarzenegger really ever fall out of fashion? No, he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He talks like this, and it's just always cool for some reason.
Well, not everybody can be Arnie. I don't think the little stick figure rednecks, God bless their souls, the stick figure rednecks back home who spend all their time fucking driving around in their 1980s Ford F-150, just
Hey!
going to the woods to shoot some smack, you know. Uh, I'm not with them very much. I don't. Billy Ray had the hottest mullet.
Fuck.
Before Billy Ray. Oh my god, Billy Ray. Billy Ray wasn't entirely before my time. I'm from Louisiana. Louisiana's like 25 years behind the rest of the country in regards to absolutely anything. So when I was coming up, Billy Ray was still a thing. I've heard plenty of Billy Ray. Achy Breaky Hark is ingrained into my brain. It's like Billy Ray took a fucking hot cow iron and just pressed it into this particular part of my memory cortex. That song's gonna be forever with me.
You ever feel like you took vengeance on the world for falling out of the eye of mainstream culture by giving birth. He shat out Miley Cyrus, but by impregnating some woman with Miley. Like, I don't want to shit on her or anything. Like, she knows what makes her successful, sure, but kind of seems a tad bit on the insane side to me. Just a little.
Yeah, I mean, she's a fucking, well, what's the word? Not bombshell. Though some people can certainly say that.
I mean, she's not.
She's just very culturally significant in a way. I mean, I remember when Wrecking Ball came out, and just that was it for months. She's always had her hand on the pulse of American pop culture, and I think that's what's really kept her afloat.
Do you think that is something that goes hand in hand with your origins being in Disney? Or do you think she's just that savvy a business person?
That's a good question. I mean, she's been in the leagues of Disney since she was, what, 13?
She's not much older than me, I know that. She's not in her 30s, I don't think. So,
I don't know. How old is Anna? Let me look that up real quick. Let me be our Jamie.
pull that up.
Well, get that shit up on that fucking screen. 1992. All right.
Wait.
So she's almost 30. She's 28. Or am I that bad at math? Hang on. Where'd you fucking go? We're doing a thing here. Can't hear you. Things have been going really well so far. I can't. What happened? I wasn't paying attention. I've been trying to. We're good?
I'm looking through the comments and I think I'm a little bit late on some of them. That's all.
Oh.
I'm trying to pay attention to the comments, but if I don't catch them, it's not because I'm not looking. It's because I'm paying attention to your comments via Pixel 4 and not via my monitor.
Pixel 4, good fucking. Good going out there. Like, you got the Pixel 4. That's just a step behind. I don't even know what iPhone they're on now. I'm the one that should be like on this. Like, yeah, I know the iPhone. I'm fucking. I don't know. Is it XS? Is the new one?
By the way, how old is Miley Cyrus?
28, born in 1992.
4 years old. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm fucking old. Okay, don't make fun of me.
That was definitely one of the things. It was kind of my time in like the mid-late 2000s with the Hannah Montana show. I was never with that kind of stuff, personally. I don't know.
I think I tried to watch that show, but it seemed as though I never was able to catch.
Yeah.
I was never able to catch new episodes of that show. Right? It was always just like reruns. I didn't know if that was intentional. I guess when I was younger, I never really quite understood seasons and stuff like that. It was always just kind of dumb to me. It's just what the hell? I've seen this episode a million times.
Yeah, that's how people get it. I mean, you've definitely heard of the mere exposure effect, right? That just the same thing being on and on and on and on and on, over and over and over and over and over. It makes it grow on people and it makes them like it. That's why we're trying to stream as much as possible. So, you know.
Oh, hang on a second. Vegan dolls. Miley Cyrus has a sister.
Huh? Oh, shit.
Elaborate. Tell me more.
How the fuck?
By the way, I do want my hair every chance I get.
This is like the biggest shadow I've ever seen. Born 2000. She's one of my people. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Hell yeah. Fuck.
Tell me more about this Noah Cyrus vegan dolls. I want to hear. Be involved. Come on.
Be proactive, all right? You're a part of this stream now. All right? You're not going to get compensated ever, but you're a part of this. You are now the team. Welcome.
Whether you want to or not.
uh,
Well, again, for you all who weren't here when the stream started, probably most of you, because we're literally nobodies, that's Bully.
Yeah. You know what? I had something really stupid. There's something really stupid that I should have done, like 100 times over by now. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put name labels up real quick. I just completely forgot about that. My apologies. I don't know why I just said this like, oh yeah, everybody fucking knows. You know, we're hot shit, all right? We're coming for you, Ninja. We're coming for you, XQCL. We're coming for you, Vosh. Is it okay to say his name? I feel like the fear of God in me.
You mean that controversially left-wing loser?
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, it's okay to say we're coming for him. No one likes it.
Plenty of people like him. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like he's not popular just because I don't really care for him. Yeah, it's... Yeah, whatever. He's not the point. He's not the point of any of this, alright? Noah Cyrus. Who the fuck is Noah Cyrus?
Her latest hit was I Got So High That I Found Jesus.
Nice.
Hell yeah. That's a good song name right there.
That's like, I found Jesus in a... What was it? A bowl of tomato soup? What was that fucking song?
Was it a piece of toast? Are you talking about...
Piece of toast? I don't remember. That was before my time. Oh god, I don't remember. I'm just talking out my ass on that. I shouldn't have said it. You know this though. This is your people. Sorry, you cut out a little bit, I think.
I lost connection to the stream for the split of seconds.
Oh shit. We still good?
Yeah. It looks like I'm still seeing feedback on YouTube.
Okay. Okay, yeah, the name's up. I'm moving my hand. Alright, I think we're good.
You did a song with Diplo?
Diplo? Noah Cyrus?
Looks like it.
This mysterious Noah Cyrus? I'm feeling like some sort of weird whiplash because this person has been sitting in the most giant fucking shadow there is ever since she was born.
I mean, doesn't Jeff Bezos have siblings?
Dude, I don't know. Rich people shit ain't my shit, you know?
I mean, it doesn't matter because for sure they're all rich. Everybody who's related to Jeff Bezos probably invested in his company and is now living off the interest. So
I bet his parents feel really fucking smart for bailing him out. God, I wish I had
probably,
parents that could bail me out of a business that's going, oh, fuck.
My parents could probably do it once.
Shit.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Better looking than Miley. Now you've caught my interest, vegan. Hang on.
There, how's that display? Is that looking good? I think that looks alright. Woo!
Do I agree with this? I don't know. I mean, she's a good-looking gal. There's no doubt about that. The vegan. I mean, like, how did you even figure this out? I didn't know Miley Cyrus had a sister until you said it right now.
I'm one of these weird fucking creeps that sees a person and is like, yeah, that's a human face.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I just can tell if a person's good looking or if they've lost a fight to a lawnmower. Like, you can too. Like,
I suppose, yeah, of course, in that aspect, but it's not something I have anything resembling an emotional response to. I have this vague idea of like what the standard of beauty is, but in my head I just see a face. It could be quote unquote the 10est 10 ever. I just don't care. I'm just like, yeah, that's a face. I don't really feel anything about it.
Be genuinely attracted to people you don't know anything about. I understand.
Yeah. Fuck, say that to fucking Pokimane subscribers or all of these people. Or all of these ethos with their followings. I'll fuck you up, dude.
There you go. Vegan, tell us what you think about Pokimane. Bully, keep our audience entertained for one moment. I will be right back.
Okay, well, you know what? Been talking for a little bit. Let's take a short intermission. So, this intermission, I guess it's gonna be someone who doesn't know how to play guitar very well. Me. Doing that for a minute or so. That's the guitar back there. I'm gonna go grab it. Fuck it. Let's see. Woo! Can't play for shit, so don't expect much. But I try. Oh. Pokimane. It is some lady streamer. Some lady streamer whose following is basically a bunch of... Not completely. I don't want to throw everybody who watches her under the bus. There's a million reasons you can watch somebody. But a lot of people who watch her, she gets significant donations from people who just really wish they could be with her. Basically. And there's been a whole bunch of drama that's been going on with that particular person, Pokimane. Like not Mon, Maine. Spelled sort of, I don't know, Maine on a horse or a lion or some shit. He's sort of a play on Gucci Mane. Yeah. Trust me, I'd love to find just a female streamer that isn't terrible. I don't know if that's controversial, but I haven't seen one that's like terribly funny. Whatever. I'm gonna take a short intermission, let my vocal cords rest. So let's have some shit guitar playing. Yeah, sound good? Sound good? Good. Is that good? We not peeking? Doesn't look like it. We look alright. Ah, shit. I'm really shit. I'm terribly sorry. I hope that wasn't too bad or too loud. I try though. I'm learning. I think I'm I'm slightly out of tune. Okay. Where the hell is this dude at? Bro. You have your headphones on? Fuck you. Get back in here. Get back in here. I know you walk around with those things on. Get back in here. Come on. Fucking... I can't do this on my own. I'm not good. I'm a little unconfident little baby. I'm a little BP. Fucking found one in the road. Want to learn guitar? Found one in the road. Feeling like I should learn. Wow. Good job finding a guitar in the road. That seems like a pretty good deal. Fuck. Yeah, no. Guitar's pretty interesting. It's been quite a journey. I haven't... Oh my god, I need to get this out of my face. Hang on. Sorry. Guitar's pretty interesting. Personally, just as a learning thing, it's definitely a fun hobby. I don't really have too many hobbies, aside from video games and occasional, like, woodworking stuff.
Sorry about that, lads. I decided that I'm drunk and I'm only getting drunker, so bottoms up.
Okay, cool. I'm talking about guitar because Vegan Dolls over here, our lovely chat member, said that I'm okay on guitar. Thanks.
Well, yeah,
I appreciate that.
You're not bad at all.
I've been teaching myself everything. I used an app called Nice. Rockstar Smash, that sounds cool. But, I don't mean to sound dismissive. Just gotta continue on. Yeah, I've been mostly just teaching myself. More or less, I started for the first week or two with an app. I think it was... Fuck, I forgot what it was called. It's some subscription-based app that's about like $10-15 a month that you can use your tablet. And it helps you learn guitar, and you can play live, and it'll use your phone or tablet microphone to register, and you can kind of play it almost like a game, like a timing game, except it's with a real guitar. I forget what it's called at the moment. I'm terribly sorry about that. They have another app for tuning specifically called Guitar Tuna, like the fish tuna. The tuna swam up the trollop, but. It's a cool app. I wasn't feeling it when I was trying it. Got the subscription and everything. It was just, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to do it on my own because I'm so edgy. I'm so alternative. I'm so cool. You really gotta like me because I'm so alternative. I didn't learn from a teacher, man. I taught myself. But yeah, it's a fun process. It's something I've definitely been enjoying, and it really helps clear up some of the empty time I've been having, especially since I've been unemployed.
Unfortunately, I'm not unemployed.
Unfortunately, I fucking don't like being unemployed. I like doing things.
Well,
you know?
if you think about it, technically all successful YouTubers are unemployed.
Oh shit, going from piano to guitar. I play piano, so the guitar feels super weird. Going from piano to guitar, that... Shit. I can't even imagine that sort of transition. They're such radically different instruments.
Hey, our boys on D-Live still with us?
I don't know. That one guy with the really cool name, The Observer, came through, said, yeah, I'm just doing a poll, asking people around. Glizzy King was just shit posting. I don't know if they're still here. If they're still here, hey, thanks for sticking around.
You're still here,
stupid
bless
as
you.
hell. Bless you. Gesundheit. You know, all that good stuff.
We also have 2 viewers on Twitch.
Oh, shit.
I think I know who one of them is.
Mm-hmm.
But to the other one that I don't know, welcome aboard.
Welcome. We appreciate absolutely everything, and I mean that, like...
Just so you know, you are noticed. And I appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
We both do.
I think we both really appreciate that. I just... In a way...
I hope you're drinking with me.
This may be kind of lame. It probably is a bit lame, but I enjoy the idea of this. This is kind of something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and the biggest thing stopping me has been my own ego and my own lack of just confidence in doing it. Now that I'm going out, I'm pushing the boundaries inside this dumb, stupid, defective brain. It's kind of fun. I'm having a good time. Just
I
hanging
like
out, it's
talking
cool.
to people that I don't know because, for
Yeah.
one, I actually enjoy different opinions,
Yeah.
unlike most people these days. Because sometimes you hear a perspective you've never thought of, and you're like, "Huh, never thought of that. Thank you." Um, I definitely didn't have any issues with confidence. Generally, it's just like whatever the internet thinks about you is whatever the internet thinks about you.
Yeah.
You can't change that. But it's because I kind of project my own cynical thoughts on other people. Like, what the fuck would anyone want to listen to what I have to say?
Yeah.
Uh,
That's what I
but
always thought.
what I believe that we could bring to this from the get go was you wouldn't catch me saying that I have any problem with like Joe Rogan, for instance, right? He's the reason that podcasts are a thing. Like
Mhm.
he is. Right? It
I
has
think that's
been
fair.
probably nigh on 3 decades since Joe Rogan, not three, 2 decades close, since Joe
Mhm.
Rogan has ever worried about a bill. He's a great guy. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And he tries his best to empathize with the people who view him, me being one of them. I view him, I watch his his podcasts habitually. Joe Rogan doesn't understand me. Like, Joe Rogan's never going to worry about his ability to pay his mortgage or his rent.
Yeah,
He's
no,
never
for the
going.
longest time, he's just been a monolith ever since,
Mm-hmm.
didn't he start in the UFC as a commentator? Like, I know he did
He's still
stand-up stuff.
he's
Did the
so
stand-up come first, or?
he was an amateur stand-up comedian long before that. He,
Mm.
when the UFC started up, he got offered the position as a color commentator, and he originally wasn't paid like at
Oh,
all
shit.
for that. But it's ever since Fear Factor became a thing, Joe Rogan has pretty much consistently been, in the people making upwards of $200,000 every
Yeah.
year. So it's been a long time
The contest
since Joe
show?
Rogan.
What did he have to do with
Fear
Fear
Factor.
Factor? Like the
Fear
contest
he was
show?
yeah, that he was the host. Do you not remember? That's back when he had hair, so I don't blame you for
Oh,
not.
fuck.
Yeah.
That just unlocked an amazing thing. Because I used to fucking love that show when I was a kid. I would watch
He
it all
also
the time because it was just
he
like,
also had a
fuck.
show called Joe Rogan Questions Everything, which was generally him asking rednecks about aliens and Bigfoot. So
Sounds pretty
it was
cool.
an interesting show. There's definitely no. Oh, sorry, I just got stuck reading Vegan Doll's funny comment about the brutality of 14-year-old boys.
Uh,
So Vegan Dolls is either a grown man at the ruthless mercy of 14-year-old boys, or Vegan Dolls is a woman who couldn't escape the ruthlessness of 14-year-old
yeah.
boys. Either way, you have my pity.
Yeah.
14-year-old boys are the fucking worst.
Yeah. More or less. You know, I was one not too long ago. Long enough ago, but not too long
A
ago.
decade ago, I was one, so I kind of remember it.
I remember it. Now I have 14-year-old boys coming up to me asking to bum cigarettes, and I just pity them. Like, look at you!
Jesus
You get to
Christ.
sit in a boring fucking classroom for 8 hours a day, bitch. You deserve this. You're a shithead. You deserve to sit there and be bored out of your mind for 8 hours if you're gonna act like this much of a prick to just anybody that walks by.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
I've been
uh,
thinking about that, by the way, just real quick. I've been thinking about that as a side hustle. Just hang out by the high school that's not far from us.
sell
And just sell
cigarettes.
cigarettes to the 14-year-olds.
It's a great way to go to jail for a night.
Hey, that'll be lived experience, baby. A night
But
in the cell,
anyway,
I think
yeah.
it could do some. I think it could do a lot of people good just for the
The
experience.
stretched asshole experience too. Anyway,
Yeah,
uh, my idea behind this is there's so many people who have adapted the live format, and every single time a new podcast comes on these days, right? It's almost always a person who is already famous, already super rich. Whenever I listen to the Joe Rogan Experience, or this is probably more unique to me, I don't know. I listen to Colin Moriarty's gaming podcast, and tons of commercials for other podcasts on there, right? One of the more consistent ones is Bob Saget. I don't know why Bob Saget's making a podcast because he has nothing better to do. Bob Saget cannot empathize with you or me because Bob Saget is worth a metric fuck ton of money.
I can't
Okay?
even fathom something like that. Like if Ellen DeGeneres had a
Jamie Foxx is a
podcast.
podcast. Jamie Foxx has more money than I have cells in my body. Like he was the star of Django Unchained, my favorite western ever. You know?
I like the Hateful Eight more. Fuck you.
Yeah. You're like, what more?
The Hateful Eight.
Fair.
I think that just might be my personal favorite. It just
that is a great movie. That is his most underrated film in my opinion.
it's his most underrated film. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you. I had beer in my mouth. That is Tarantino's most underrated film in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I really, really like it. It's just I really like slow burn movies that are also interesting.
It's a whodunit and a western. It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Like
It's brilliant.
it's a fucking crime, murder, mystery cowboy. Like it's everything I like all up into one. It has some great action scenes too, and it's so constrained.
It's also hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I love the scene so much where Samuel L. Jackson's talking that this is like, and he sucked on that long black dingus. It was warm too because there was blood running through it. And at the end, he was just like, "I never did give your boy that blanket."
God.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
so
no, I
much.
fucking love it.
So much.
Yeah.
I love the scene where fucking Channing Tatum gets his head blown off. Carl's out of the fucking basement, smiles at his sister, and Samuel L. Jackson blows his head off. He's like, "What you get, you basement dwelling, sack shooting motherfucker?"
Yeah, no, it's great. It's just that's one thing. All right, I'm not like a Tarantino stan or any sort of shit like that, but it's just Tarantino. He's so good at just incorporating some comedic elements in otherwise completely serious films, and it doesn't break it. And I just really like that.
He's very good at it. You're right. It comes from. It has to come from knowing cinema the way he does. Like that guy is a tried and true cinephile. If you ask Tarantino,
I think he's
what made you want to be a movie maker? He's going to tell you, Martin Scorsese. This is the reason I want to be a movie maker. And while I'm not personally Scorsese's biggest fan. I kind of think he's. Don't get me wrong. I kind of agree with him that like Marvel superhero movies are just kind of like a jelly donut with a brain, which is fine. It's fine. That is a perfectly acceptable reason to watch a movie.
Yeah.
But I also think that comes from a place of Martin Scorsese sniffing his own farts. To an extent.
Yeah, he's definitely falling into the pool of pretension. He's been there for a while, and I mean, I suppose he's earned it, you know, with all of his laurels. Like, I watched Mean Streets just last night. I really like it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
I
The
gotta
Irishman,
readjust these. I'm stupid.
It was a good movie. I'll run this roll through your throat. I hated it.
I don't know. I've only seen one. Is Taxi Driver a Scorsese film?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I've seen two: a
that is a
Taxi Driver
phenomenal movie.
and Mean Streets. I really
love
like
Taxi
both of
Driver.
them. I can see why Scorsese is so prestigious, especially in Hollywood. Well, what do I mean, especially in Hollywood? Why he's such a prestigious filmmaker? He's made some great shit over the years, and I like that.
By the way, to our people still watching on Twitch, thank you for not leaving.
Yeah. The Misfits with Did the Misfits make a fucking movie? With Marilyn Monroe? Bro, where are you pulling this shit from? I feel like you...
About Glenn Danzig, The Misfits? Or,
Yeah.
hang on.
She says, she, whatever, says, I think The Misfits with Marilyn Monroe is my favorite westerns ever. One of my favorite movies of all time. I've never heard of this, but I'm intrigued.
Oh. I
You
have
know
never
about it?
seen it, but I have in fact heard of it.
Oh. It's not been silly, that's the name of the movie.
Dude, if you say The Misfits, I'm going to think of Glenn Danzig.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just what that's forever
I'm
associated
going to
with.
think of the guy that looks like me in 40 years. Like,
Are you looking forward to that?
no. I'm gonna look like Glenn Danzig when I'm old. I know
You look
because
halfway
Travis,
between Tommy Wiseau and Danzig. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Travis never lets me forget it. Travis reminds me every day that I'm gonna look like Glenn Danzig.
Yeah,
when I'm
Travis is a friend of ours. It's probably never gonna show up, but yeah.
He's great. He's one of the funniest people ever. We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
let him know that because we don't want him getting high on his own
Yeah.
parts. But he's one of the funniest people.
Yeah, no, in
Ever,
our
ever.
group, he's like the resident stoner, I guess, whenever he shows up.
Stoner.
cool guy.
That's a nice way to put it. I'd say he's the resident. I have
Addict?
smoked everything.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not a little Cristal. It's fucking crazy that that dude is like 4 months older than me.
He is like the exact personality of Jesse Pinkman minus a bit of intensity. Yeah.
um,
Oh no.
but yeah, fuck.
I can't. That
Hmm.
I'm not touching any more beers because I drank that one way too fast. So I guess the last one's feel free. I guess I'm not sure how many are left. But
I think I'm gonna need to get some water in a minute. My room gets hot as hell. This house, this apartment. Jesus fucking Christ. The insulation. I've never felt anything like this. Fuck you. Fuck you. I wish I had that. I wish I had a window. Fuck you for pointing that out. Dickhead, I'm fucking so jealous that I have to sit in this room with that. But anyway, we live in this apartment. It's like a duplex, triplex, whatever the fuck this is. A really old house built in like, what would you say, the 30s, 40s, right?
This
It's
house?
just been turned into an apartment complex.
it was technically it was built originally. Like the foundation of this place was built
Mhm.
in the early 40s during World War II.
Yeah.
But it was rebuilt in 79. So if you look on like Zillow, it's gonna say it's from 79, but it was technically built in 41.
Yeah. But anyway, the point is, the insulation in this place is fucking terrible. It is always no heaters, no nothing's on, right? No heaters or anything. It is always, in the summer, hotter in this room than it is outside. Like, there's no insulation because we're on the top floor. There's like a
And
stairway.
in fact, there's magnification. Somehow that room's just always hotter or colder.
Yeah, I don't get
Yeah,
it. This
so-
room fucking sucks. I love this room, but it is the worst fucking room I have ever stayed in. I have stayed in hoarder houses, literal hoarder houses. There's this one, that's a story for another time, the hoarder house, but we'll get to that eventually. But the point is, they had
I don't even
AC. That hoarder house had fucking central air. This place, I fucking hate Idaho for the fact that none of these places ever have fucking AC. That is the
You know
worst
why?
thing about coming to the
Because,
Pacific
40
Northwest
years
after
ago-
living in the
because,
South.
40 years ago, the hottest it got in Idaho was like 85 degrees. That's why.
It got like 90 degrees yesterday. This shit sucks. Like,
got
it is.
91 today.
God fucking damn. That's just too much for me. Like, I don't mind the heat, but in here, it can easily get to 100 degrees if ACs aren't running. This fucking
Definitely.
sucks because the roof.
Vegan balls, let me tell you,
Sorry, fine,
even
you
with
go.
the two ACs that we have, our top floor is just barely manageable.
Barely enough.
Like
that it's barely.
you walk up there and you're like, it's hot, but I can deal with this. Without them, we just would not go upstairs. We would all sleep on the floor.
We've
downstairs.
dealt with it. We have sat through last summer. Last summer was the fucking worst. We didn't have any ACs up here for the vast majority of it. You're lucky. You got the little fucking penthouse room, the one that you're in now. It used to be your bedroom. You had a window, an open fucking window, and the nice cool breeze from the night would come in, and some air would circulate during the day. And I'm sitting in this fucking. This used to be a closet. This room is tiny. I love this room. It's my room. It's my little space in this world. But I fucking hate this room at the same time for how hot it gets. The ceiling is slanted. I'm just gonna point that a little bit.
My ceiling is slanted too.
Yeah.
It's just higher.
Yeah,
I see the
it is
Jones
higher.
hat.
But yeah,
Hell
it is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking slanted. Right above that, there's probably no insulation because our stupid fucking groundskeeper or whoever he is who's supposed to take care of this shit didn't put any insulation between the tiles.
We have four concurrent viewers on Twitch right now. Thank you to the new people. Welcome aboard.
Oh my god! That's genuine. All right, not overplaying it seriously, like not trying to be a cartoon character or anything. That is cool as fuck. Dude,
I expected nobody.
That's cool as fuck. I like that. Hey, for those of you around, you're fucking cool. I think I like you. I don't know you at all. I like you.
In fact, I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine as a prize. We'll keep them entertained.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. You're probably gonna like what he's gonna bring out. I don't. I have to live with it every day. I have to live with this little fucker he's about to bring every day. It is terrible. Don't ever get what these things are. You might think it's fun for a little while. Some people are just built for it. I don't know, bird. Fuck. I said it. I said it. I'm sorry. Pretend I never said that. Please. Please. Pretend I never said that. Just don't ever get one of these. I can't stand living with him. I'll elaborate more once he gets in here. Just pretend I never said the magic word. If you didn't catch it, cool. You'll still get the surprise. Yeah. This is fucking cool. I'm enjoying this so far. I'm enjoying this whole thing. It makes me feel, I don't know. It makes me feel fine. I like it. I'm liking this. Liking you, Vegan Dolls. I hope you plan on sticking around. We're planning on doing this stuff a little more, well, this is our first one, but we're planning on doing it somewhat regularly around this time. Okay. You're back.
I am indeed back. And of our friend.
Whoa, great. How cool. So, introduce him to everybody. Come on.
Oh, this is Bandit. He's kind of shy, so don't expect too much of him. Hey, Bandit.
Since when has he ever been shy? I'm gonna be surprised if he can. Never mind, that's not funny. But yeah, it's a bird. He is a Goffin cockatoo.
Goffin cockatoo.
Yeah. It's a shithead. He can speak because
he's an absolute terrorist. I love him to death. That's all you need to know. Yeah,
complete shithead. I fucking hate him. I think about putting him in the microwave regularly. But you know, he's pretty cool. He tears up everything. We can't have anything in this house because he will eat it to pieces. It's pretty nice. But enough. You know, the trade-off is you have an animal that can say his name.
Wow. He can also say "God damn it" if he's particularly upset. So it's pretty funny.
Damn, we're not that kind of live stream, buddy. You don't need to. Who?
we're not that kind of live stream. Shut up. I have the two words we can't say written on this piece of paper right here. So every time I looked over to sip my beer, I could remember.
Ah, man. So how are you feeling about this so far? I'm having a good time.
I'm having fun. I mean, yeah. I'm drunk, but I think I'd be having fun either way.
Yeah, no, this is great. But, so, I have something else. If you'll give me, like, 20 seconds. I'm not going to take as long as this fucking slow lumbering giant. I'll be right back. Fuck you too, bitch! Fucking...
Slow lumbering giant. I could outrun you any day of the week with one leg.
No, you couldn't. Suck my dick.
Yes, I could. You want to have a race?
Fucking dare you. Fuck you.
Hey, Bandit. So, Vegan Dolls. What's your favorite bird? You say you love birds? You've got to have a favorite, right? Okay. Oh, we lost a Twitch viewer. That's not good.
Oh, no. Too bad. Okay. Okay, let's see. Shh, 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 shh. We gotta be nice and quiet. Just a little shy.
Glizzy King.
Gotta. All right, we gotta be a little quiet. It's a little shy. I'm gonna bring my friend up. Okay. Shh, 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 shh.
Did you fucking grab the other one? Okay, Glizzy King. Glizzy King. I'm drunk.
Look at her.
Listen to a word I say.
Look at her. Isn't she beautiful?
What is that? What did you grab? You're fucking. I almost said a bad word that's not allowed anymore.
Woo! Do. Yeah, no, that's it's a little gift someone made for me.
Twitch is.
Get closer to your mic, please. It's a bit far away. You're hard to hear.
Glizzy King is saying that someone on something looks like me, and that he's pretty honored, but I don't. It's like edited out. I don't.
Hey, give the name of the actor, and I'll see what I can do. All right, Glizzy, please. What do you want to fucking call them?
Hummingbirds are your favorite.
There's
that
this
is a good
fucker
choice.
on.
That is a good choice because hummingbirds are actually pretty metal. Most people don't know this. Hummingbirds fight, and they fight for real.
Oh.
It's pretty awesome to watch them fight.
Yeah. What is this? It is. Oh my god.
The actor. What was he in? You watched him get blown. What? You look like a porn star? Who?
Oh, you gotta find it again, man. Get the name of the actor. We'll get a picture right up. I swear to God.
Because the only person that's famous that I've ever been told in my life that I look like is Glenn Danzig from the Misfits, or Danzig, the band. You know?
You're fucking lucky. When I was like going through puberty and metamorphosizing into a full-grown adult, I got told I gotta look like John Lennon a lot. John Lennon, I wouldn't say is exactly the best-looking guy.
John Lennon probably smashed a lot of P words. So, and to quote Ben Shapiro, P words.
Yeah.
So
John Lennon got what he fucking deserved, though. I'm gonna be honest. Anyway,
Jesus.
To answer your question, there,
I don't necessarily condone that.
Sewn little rabbit thing, stuffed with cotton. It's a gift that was given to me by somebody very special, and I like it. What if I got the actual? Hang on. Hey guys, don't listen for a second. This is just between us two. All right. What if I got the actual rabbit and brought her out here?
I mean, you could. She's not going to listen to anything you say or behave, but you could.
I could. I may.
Hang on. Lizzie Kling. King.
A trade?
If I say Kling again, I'm going to shoot myself. What is this trade?
What is this trade? Dude, if you give me like $10, I'll fly over to your house and suck your dick, dude. Come on. But no, what's your trade?
Big condone. Yeah, fuck John Lennon. I condone that comment.
Woo! Hell yeah. Fuck John Lennon. All my people don't like John Lennon in here.
Fuck Imagine. That song sucks ass anyway.
What's a glizzy?
I could have written that song. I could have fallen down the stairs and wrote that song. Fuck you.
Can you elaborate what a glizzy is? I'm curious. Or you're just fucking with us? You're probably fucking with us, but I want to hear you out. All right? You seem like a cool hombre. All right. Don't Nigerian Prince me on this. You know what? I really want to do it. Okay? I'll be right back. Your mic. Hey, your mic. Fix your mic.
I'm drunk. Shut up.
There you go.
What is a glizzy?
I don't know. Let him elaborate. I'm gonna bring another surprise to celebrate that we almost have 10 people.
I'm a fucking Luddite and I'm old. Okay? I'm 24.
I'll be right back.
Hell. What is a glizzy? Also, vegan dolls. Are you actually a vegan or is that just some kind of joke? If you are a vegan, I'm not going to make fun of you, don't worry. I can't speak for the comment section, but I'm not going to make fun of you.
Hello. Hey. She's a bit shy. Hell yeah.
She's a bit rambunctious too. I'll be ready.
She was a bit tired. I think I bothered her.
Probably, but you know, she's a rabbit.
Yeah. There you go, sweetie.
That is
She's just
Esther.
kind of sitting in my lap.
That is Esther.
Yeah.
She's 90% of her time sleeping, and the other 10% eating.
All right. I got my headphones back on. I can hear again. Yeah, she's just gonna be in my lap. She's just hanging out. You okay, sweetie? You okay, Esther? Are you scared? You all right? I'm here for you. You know me. Rabbits are usually a bit timid. She's not used to being picked up a whole bunch.
She's not timid at all. She just doesn't like being picked up.
Yeah. She's okay. She's just like hanging out in my lap now. But yeah. She's really sweet. She's like the smartest rabbit I've ever seen too. I'm not kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, she's very smart. That has nothing to do with us. We got her that way.
Yeah.
Whoever had her before spoiled her and then just abandoned her. It's weird.
Which is a shame because she's very
Found her
good.
box. We adopted her from a rabbit rescue called Remembering Ruby, and I wish that we were able to give her more, but we live in an apartment, so
Yeah.
hopefully she'll have more play space and stuff
That
like
room is
that
not working.
here down the line.
Shit. Alright. Ooh. You okay, Sonny? Alright. But yeah, she's pretty big. She fits in my whole lap.
I gotta look up what that is.
What's what?
Copperhead Road.
That looks like the guy. Alright. Okay. She's just hanging out in my lap now. She's comfortable.
No, I don't. Fuck you. That guy has like really full cheeks, and I look like Skeletor with hair. Like be.
Hang on. Is that can't? I gotta get it a little bit lower.
Actually, we have kind of like similar eyebrows, but I'll tell you the one thing you're missing, Glizzy. Check this shit out. You see this Cro-Magnon forehead ridge? You see how much of a fucking caveman I am? It isn't. I look like a totally different person from my profile. It's wild. Yo,
Steve Earle? Is that the guy?
vegan dolls? No, that's not an acceptable answer. I'm asking because I'm curious. I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm just curious whether or not you are actually a vegan. If I was going to make fun of you, I would have just made fun of the name vegan from the get-go.
Yeah. Yeah, we're cool. All right.
Yeah, I am old like you, Glizzy.
Okay. For all interested parties.
Oh
let's
wait,
see.
I'm too drunk. Shoot, he wasn't. That was not Glizzy making that comment. That was vegan dolls making that comment too, Glizzy.
Shit. Fuck.
What? You're old like him? When the fuck is this song from? Hang on. 88. Shut up. Old. Whatever. You can't like the song from 88 without being old.
Let me just get the image up here real quick. Browse. Fuck. I'm not too used to OBS yet, so it takes me a little bit to pull up stuff. I'm sorry. This guy.
Vegan dolls. Are you a vegan or are you not? I'm not going to make fun of you. I swear. I don't care if you're a vegan. I just want to know because I'm curious because your name is Vegan Dolls.
I can kind of see it, lining it up side by side a little bit. He's got a little bit more meat on his bones, though.
I'm going to go to share screen and start pulling up pictures of John Lennon. Here, man. You flea-bitten, blubbering, blabbering oath. Get that image off of my screen. I look like Skeletor. Don't.
Imagine him in a headband. I can give you something that's kind of close to a headband, and we can really complete the image.
Hang on. I've probably got something around here somewhere.
All right. You can come get my tube scarf.
Come here, buddy.
All right. I'm gonna give you the tube scarf because I think she needs to go back in her cage,
She probably doesn't want to be out.
in her pen. Yeah. It's a little bit late. She's a little bit sleepy, so I don't want to bother her anymore. It's very sweet. Her name is Esther. She's a good little rabbit.
Actually, I
Love her
don't.
to death. Alright. I'll be right back. I gotta put her in her pen. It's okay. It's okay. Shh,
Vegan.
You're okay.
Answer my comment. Answer my question. See, at this point, you put off answering whether or not you're actually a vegan for so long that I've become morbidly curious.
Say goodbye.
Bye, Esther. I'll see you tomorrow morning when I have to feed you. A vegan sympathizer. So you're like, yeah, I could get on board with that, but I like steak too much. You're that kind of person?
Put it on.
What the fuck? I'm too drunk for you to just sneak up on me right now, motherfucker.
Put it
Jesus
on. I
Christ.
want to see this, alright?
This is not a headband. This is a
It's a
fucking.
tube shark. You can roll it
You
up
put
still.
this around your face to
You
protect
can
you from
roll it up.
COVID-19.
No, look. Like this. You fold it in on itself this way. You look like you're about to punch me. We gotta do it. I have the picture pulled up. See? Just like that. I will crown you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
it's a fucking gator. Yeah.
Alright, I got it.
Peace and love, man. Grateful Dead concerts and all that shit. LSD, the summer of '69. Hell yeah. I could probably make my hair look
Here.
less trashy.
I like it.
Hang on.
I'm liking it, boy. Woo!
Colonel, I made it to the drop off.
That's actually kind of good, though. Like, no joke. That looks kind of good on you.
Metal Gear Rex. What's that?
That actually works really well with your hair. I'm not fucking with you. That's my tube
Looks like my
stuff, though.
brain's trying to escape my head. This could just be who I am. I'm just the guy that wears a bandana and has a cockatoo.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Don't you see it? I see it. You just need to gain like 25 pounds and you'll look just like him.
I'm not like emaciated. I weigh 180 pounds. I'm just 6'4", so I look skinny.
I can see it. I have it lined up with your face. Absolutely. All right. Can you hold a position real quick? Still as you can. Yeah. Yeah, you just need a little more meat on your bones and you got it.
Only looks like a little baby. All right, hang on. Let me pull up.
I don't give a fuck. You kidding? Hell yeah. Forever young. Fuck you. All right, let's get rid of that picture. We don't need it.
Forever young. Right. Yeah, you're gonna be thinking that in 2 years. Trust me.
Oh no,
How
I'm
old are
scared to see what I look like when I get old because I doubt this debonair is gonna work too well. It's gonna work too well when I'm 40. I'm gonna look like a fucking crackhead. I'm probably gonna look exactly like this, but with just tons of wrinkles and fucking flaps folding down. I'm gonna look like a fucking crackhead when I get older. Ugh.
Look what's happening to your precious gator.
Hey, no, please, dude, that costs too much money. I can't afford a new one, please, I'm serious.
Hey, Bandit, you can't have that. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Good shit. Good shit.
So, vegan dolls. Vegan sympathizer means what exactly? It's like if you didn't like steak and pork chops so much, you could absolutely get on board with being a vegan. Uh-oh, looks like we lost a YouTube viewer.
Oh, yeah, boo-hoo. Oh, well. That's fine. That's okay. You know, it's getting a little late in some places and all that.
Sorry for whatever I did wrong.
I'll take it. Alright? You're not... I'm on the high horse. Alright? I'll take it.
You don't hit your peak hotness until you're 40. So this is either like a fucking
God.
25 to 30-year-old woman who has a thing for men who are 40 or older, or it's a 40-year-old or older woman. Either way, I don't care. It's just,
Hey, either way, that's cool. anybody's welcome here. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's full. I was about to say it's fine and it's cool. It's full. But anyway, it's been good.
Mimosa e-liquid, so I officially know what it's like to be hit on by a 40-year-old woman. So, I mean, mimosas taste like being hit on by a 45-year-old married woman. That's what mimosas taste like.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
We still have our 3 Twitch viewers. Thank you for sticking around. One of those might be me. I'm not sure.
I think 2 of them are us. I don't know how this works. It's fine though. I'm having a good time. I'm glad. I'm gracious. So, what else can we talk about? Anything that would be fun?
Yes, we can. Let me switch my headsets real quick because my little earbuds here have officially told me that my battery is low.
Okay. All right.
So, uno momento.
Once again. Yep.
And it here dead, and I'm gonna put on my earbuds.
Okay.
Yeah, you heard the word bed and you immediately fled.
Hope everybody's having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm having fun. Never done this before. Not really. This is good. And frankly, I spent so much money for this setup. It's nice to actually use it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it all. It's a good time. Okay. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. Maybe. Get your headphones on. So, you there? You there? Come on. We got shit to do. Speak. Come on. Where you found this channel, I sub, so must know you from somewhere. That is a good question. I've been uploading videos on and off since late 2014. I could have been anywhere, could have been anything. I do mostly video game stuff with my channel. I haven't really put on a whole bunch of effort into a video in a while. But yeah, whatever. I don't really want to talk about that stuff too much. You know, plugging myself on my own little corner here.
Did your video just get lost intentionally, or did we suffer a mishap?
Did the video get lost intentionally? I can see you just fine.
I don't see you.
Looking, you might have fucked with your Discord settings because I can see you just fine. Like, I'm looking at the Discord window, it's fine.
Okay,
so.
Just making sure.
Alright. Alright, yeah, it's just you. You're dumb. Shouldn't have done what you done. You know what you did.
I know I'm dumb, but...
But, fuck. Anyway, what do we got? What can we say? What can we say? What do we got? What do we got? What can we say? What do we got? What do we got? What's something interesting? How about... You want to talk about textiles? Who is Addison Rae?
Yeah, like it's World War II or something. Yeah, let's talk about textiles.
Yeah, you know, it's very interesting how you can pull apart this like plant essentially and other things so they're bare as fibers, put them back together into this really long thing that we like to call a string. And yeah, I suppose, yeah, it's kind of boring. Let's see,
Aha! I fixed it. Okay.
Alright.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just a Luddite and I'm trying to... I have not used Discord enough to do this, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, I have an idea. Because my life has been pretty busy in the past 2 years. There's been so much shit going on, I don't even know where to start. But I gotta start somewhere, so I'm gonna pick something. Let's just imagine that there is like a dartboard with a bunch of different topics written on it. And I'm throwing the dart, and... Hang on, is your audio coming? Fuck, come on, we can't keep with these issues. Did you hit your mic, your mute button again on your...
I was taking a...
Okay.
Shut up, I'm looking at Ray because Glizzy told me to. Told us to.
Okay.
Oh, the TikToker.
Oh no.
Uh,
Thank you. You
don't,
saved
don't,
this.
don't tell me to do that again.
You saved the stream, Glizzy. You got us something to look at.
We do actually have topics that we want to bring up here at some point.
Let's keep it a little bit more light, at least for now. Oh my fucking god! 59.1 million. Hang on. Jesus Christ.
Sound surprised.
Yes, I am. I didn't think this was a big enough fucking platform. Holy shit, dude.
By the way,
Firefox, there we go.
our third YouTube person came back.
Oh my
Whoever they are
god.
that has not commented.
59 fucking how is this even okay, so Addison Rae, this looks like to me just generic white girl with 59.1 million followers. That is fucking fascinating.
She looks too young for me to comment on, so I'm not going to.
Haha. That's where my card comes in. Fuck this, whatever this is, it's not worth whatever the fuck she's making money for. Because, oh my god, that is so fucking much. Thanks, Glizzy. Thanks, Glizzy, for being the people's person. She's 20-something, it's fine. Alright, it's cool. Alright, you can comment. You can speak your mind.
I mean, hang on, I need to look her up again.
Yeah. Ray, let's look one of them up. I'll give you the link real quick on your dick sword. Okay. I'm gonna watch this like second one in the middle. See what this is.
I've got a picture here. Hold up, where she looks like a combination of Ray William Johnson and the fuck played Hagrid. Other than
Alright.
that,
Okay. It's hush time now. I'm gonna pull this up, see what it is. That is so fucking loud! I hate this fucking app. It's nothing. Yeah. This is nothing. This is nothing content. She's just dancing to some spacey pop song. It's literally nothing.
You got it, Vegan Dolls.
I don't like... Can I say that? That it's just nothing content? It's just... It's... Yeah, I don't...
However, being that... listen.
Listen.
Lizzie has said that he is 16. I was 16 once. I could understand why Lizzie might watch this. You were not being judged, Lizzie.
There's sites for that, though. You can just go to like a million websites and you can see whatever you want.
God damn it, Lizzie, stop. Now I've got to.
D'Amelio. D'Amelio?
Yeah, Emilio.
Shh. Okay, Charlie D'Amelio.
I mean,
Another TikToker with 79 million. I know you said no guns, but can I like grab my 22 and just it'll be quick, all right? I can't. I just
born in 2004. Nope, not commenting.
oh. I'm within the jurisdiction.
That is a child. No, you're not. You're an adult. That is a
Barely? What the fuck are you talking about?
child.
Yeah, more or less. This is fucked.
Lizzie, you can't expect
Yeah,
me
no.
to comment on that.
Yeah, no.
It's a child.
I'm just gonna say this is fucked.
You're old.
Shouldn't
I'm an
exist.
old man. I'm 24.
Yeah. This should not exist. I don't think I can put this on a stream. That shouldn't exist. It's done. Cool, Glizzy. I'm very glad that you would quote fuck the shit out of her all day. That's great. That's nice. But I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. I turned down the audio for that one TikTok. My bad. Alright. We good? We good? I think we're good now.
Sounds like
Yeah. I turned the audio back up. I think we're good. Well,
Well, I know that you're 16, Glizzy, but I'm fucking nearly a decade older than you. Okay?
Yep.
I was
But yeah.
born in 1996. Try to fathom that year. Try to imagine in your head what that year was like. You can't, right? I saw Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, in theaters. I saw that in theaters.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna show my proud Zoomer privilege. I got to be there for the premiere of Kung Fu Panda. And that was my shit, dude. Holy shit. Alright, Glizzy, you need to stop being so fucking thirsty. Come on, dude. Like, if you're gonna just go, take care of what you need to do, man.
Yeah, like if you need to go fucking pull it real quick and come back.
Yeah.
Calm the hell down. Be my
Seriously,
guest.
dude. Appreciate your patronage, but we gotta relax. We gotta be good. We gotta be. It's so fucking hot in this goddamn room.
I would fuck the shit out of her all day in all caps.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting what you're saying, Glizzy.
It's too much, my friend. As for me, all right, I'm barely.
No simp September. Oh my god.
I like that one. That's a pretty good one.
Oh,
That's right. That's right. All right, you got your one pass.
Favorite viewer forever, Glizzy. Oh my god.
Sorry, vegan. Fuck you. Glizzy, my man. That's a pretty good one. I haven't heard of that. I like
vegans out burning a joint. Shit reduction.
That's cool. That's cool. Just don't go back in the archive or anything. If you're just getting back, don't rewind where I said fuck you. I love you. You're all cool. And Glizzy, calm the fuck down. All right, take care of what you need to do. You used up your one allowance for No Sib September. You gotta stop. That's where I'm going for that.
If he breathes, he's a simp.
If he breathes, he's a simp. I don't know if that worked as well. I had a hormone moment. Certified horny moment. Yeah, I got you. We all get that sometimes. Oh, man. Fuck. You know, I had something in mind that I was gonna go on about for a little bit, but I lost it. I lost it thanks to our dear friend.
We do have topics, so...
Topics, yeah, this shit's so serious. Things are all lighthearted. This is number 0. We're having a good time here. We're here for the people. We're here to have some fun. Here to
fair enough.
Have a good time. Because, I mean, I get it. The topics are interesting, and they'll be nice to talk about. You know what I can joke about, though? What we can joke about, though? Is, the Pelosi shit that happened.
Yeah,
that is fucking hilarious. I really like that.
So, I don't know if anyone watching or if even anyone is watching, other than Glizzy, but, so Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, the best among us. You know, all men are created equal, and some are more equal than others, and Nancy Pelosi is the most equal of all. Yeah. So, she goes to a hair salon. Assumedly, we can assume that her personal assistant or whatever makes this appointment for her.
We gotta rewind just a little bit on that. So, let's start, alright? Set the stage. Stage set. COVID begins. The president goes on, yeah, shut the borders. Pelosi's like, no, don't do it, whatever. Yeah, cool. We fast forward towards that. Past all that. So, this place, where is she? She's on the West Coast right now, yeah. Is completely shut down. California, everything. Everything is just no-go. No-go businesses. The towns look like it's the fucking post-apocalypse. Everything is shut down. No businesses are allowed. There's a special specification in the ordinance, the law that was passed, that barbershops aren't allowed to be open. And what does this bitch do? She goes and gets somebody to open their shop and give her a haircut. Oh, God. It's just like...
Yep, and the best part is, so somehow the footage gets out of Nancy Pelosi showing up to this hair salon with no mask. And what does Nancy Pelosi say? She says she was set up. A woman living in San Francisco, assumedly, that's Nancy Pelosi's district, right? So, assumedly, a woman in San Francisco, who I assured you did not vote for Trump and probably will never vote for Trump, set her up as part of some right-wing plot. See, this is, in my opinion, this is the worst part about politics today. Nancy Pelosi wants to be able to control you and what you do with impunity, but doesn't think that those same sorts of rules should impose upon what she wants to do.
That's elitism.
That is the textbook definition.
That is elitism, and that is very.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking hilarious. Everything is shut down. The normal people, the plebeians, the ants that don't even go on a register, on a radar, we're huddled in our homes. They're cutting off the power because we have too many people around. And this bitch just sits up there and has the audacity, like, I want a haircut. I'm going to go get a haircut.
Not only do I want a haircut.
Hey, hello, queer running the salon. I need a haircut. Aren't we supposed to be closed, ma'am? I need a haircut. You don't want to know what'll happen to your family if you don't give me a haircut. Yes, ma'am. And fucking boom. Like, there had to have been something because the salon owner leaked the footage of her in there. So she had to have said something that made him fucking mad or that he didn't like. Or else he probably wouldn't have put it out there. Because she probably said some shit that isn't nice. But it's just... man.
The moral of the story is politicians don't care about you. They don't believe the rules that you live by should affect them. And don't believe a word they say.
Basically.
It's America. It was funded on the idea that the government should only do what they have the power to do, granted to them by the Constitution. And nothing else.
Hang on. 1 second. This is pretty funny. Let me bring up Firefox again right here. I'm gonna just trying to set everything right. Okay, so I'm just searching through here, right? It's like, oh yeah, I don't really. Why the fuck? All right, so we're going. Okay, so I'm just looking it up, typing it in, trying to find the video. I'll see you, man. Have a good sleep. Night, night. Yeah, just looking it up.
Hey, just so it's out there, we'll be on 5:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Mountain Time,
8:30 Pacific. 5:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific.
6:30 California time. So
yeah,
just come on around the same time tomorrow.
Yeah, be
whenever
here.
you join.
All right. So anyway, the point is if you can see this. I went to Google it. I already hit the button for salon, but the first result was set up, not the salon thing. That was kind of funny, I thought. Maybe it wasn't that funny. I don't know. Maybe something's just wrong with me. But here's the video for any interested parties who somehow don't know. I don't hold it against you. News is fucking boring.
CAF, Idaho is.
I promise I'm going to get an ad blocker soon.
See ya, Glizzy.
See ya. All right. So. She's just...
Pelosi claims she was set.
Got it up here. Pull it up. Bitch! God damn it. There it is. There's the video right there. That's her. She's just... Oh, it's all cool. It's all fine. Set up. What do you mean set up?
I take responsibility for trusting the word of a neighborhood salon that I've been to over the years many times, and that when they said, well, we're able to accommodate people one person at a time, I trusted that.
Yeah, so she's just talking out of her ass on things that don't exist or have never happened.
Yeah, she did something that she couldn't. So will she accept responsibility for doing something that she shouldn't have done during quarantine?
Misinformed.
No.
Yeah, no.
It is that she got set up by the person who she called and made an appointment with for a salon appointment, to get her hair did, as they say. And she was just like, well, I shouldn't have been doing this, so obviously the best thing to do is for me to blame this totally innocent, anonymous American.
She just looks fucking evil in that picture. Like, I'm not trying to project anything. I mean, personally, don't like her. But
First of
aside from
all-
that, just look at this. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, saying Nancy Pelosi looks evil is like saying that I look like, a skeleton.
Yeah.
I mean, she subsists on the souls of the innocent in plastic surgery. Like she's a million years old. She's been in Congress since before I was born, I think.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just like Joe Biden, just a loser, has been a politician for 50 years, has done nothing substantial, and look, I'm not like
Yeah.
Trump's biggest fan or anything. It's just that the people that he's running against are so easy to fucking hate.
Yeah, anyway, it just looks like fucking trenchcoat Bond villain. I kind of like that a lot. It's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
that's pretty good though. Yeah, I have to admit.
You will give me the haircut. I just, God, it's just fun. It's bright. It's a nice little bit of funny news. I think it's funny. Like, I can understand why some people might be mad about it, but it's like, what did you expect? What do you expect from from the elite politicians? They're gonna do whatever they want. It's just funny. It's really funny when they get caught and they have to go. I didn't know. I didn't know that wasn't allowed.
It's
Yeah, I just think it's funny personally. It's pretty great. Oh man, it's a good shit. So,
vegan dolls. Hang on,
whoa,
vegan dolls. I don't want people to get the wrong idea of what kind of stream this is.
yeah.
So I think I know what you're trying to say, and I'll put it in a little more context.
Okay.
Only 6% of all COVID-19 deaths inside of the United States are attributed to COVID-19 and COVID-19 alone. The other 94% of deaths have all had some sort of externality, some sort of outside factor, whether it be obesity, you're super old, asthma, like a prolapsed heart valve or something, because COVID-19 apparently affects the heart in some pretty
Crazy.
serious ways for some people. But I understand what you're trying to say, and if you are trying to say that people have over-exaggerated the danger of COVID-19 as a standalone pathogen, then I am in agreement with you. I have thought that from the very beginning with this man as my witness.
Mm-hmm. I feel more or less the same, but just want to clear the air and clear the record on that. It's not that basically no one has died. People have died. I don't think when people have died, you should say basically no one has died, Because there have been people that have died from it, and to say, oh, that's basically no one, I get the idea, like with the numbers aren't very high for that specifically, but I just feel that's pretty reductionist to the fact that there still have been a lot. If you put them all the bodies in one room, that's still a lot of fucking people that have died from it. If you were to put all the bodies in one place.
But nowhere near the max projections that some people
Yeah.
are talking about. That's
Yeah.
important to note, because I believe the original CDC projections as to how many could die was over 1 million. And I am not, I know vegan dolls, we know. I'm not, obviously not a medical practitioner. I'm certainly not a virologist. When the CDC said that 1 million people could die from this virus, immediately I was just like, there's no way. There's no fucking way.
I think, isn't it the results right now worldwide are 1 point something million?
I can find out.
Yeah, I can bring it up.
Yeah, do that. So you've got evidence right on screen.
Yeah.
COVID-19 international deaths, worldwide deaths, anything will work.
Let's be unbiased and use NBC News. Let's see. Do they have a graph? People like graphs.
Trust the name.
Yeah. Okay. I want to find a nice graph, something pretty on screen. Okay. So, at least, according to this website, worldometers.info, which is a data collection site. They collect data and just host it, basically. Ignore the ads, please. This is the worldwide stats for it right now. Let's put it in rough numbers. Let's give it a margin of error of, let's say, 100,000, just in case it might not have the most recent numbers.
170,000 deaths total.
Worldwide. Yeah, which is still, it's a tragedy. It sucks. It sucks to have 2 flu seasons going on at once. Absolutely. Terrible. A ton of people have caught it. A ton of people have died. And that's terrible.
And it's
It's
also
unnecessary death.
we also need to take into account that in a lot of places like New York, for instance, there were some pretty shady things going on with COVID-19 deaths and how things were being attributed to COVID-19. Like there was basically, especially in New York, right? It was if someone died and we have no idea why they died, COVID-19 death, just right there in the pile. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like. But yeah, point is, it's still a serious thing. You know, it is a flu that we know a bit about it now, but when it came out, we knew absolutely nothing about it. We had no idea what it was capable of. Now that we've seen, and we are currently seeing, the results, we have an idea of it, we have a handle on the physiology of it, we have ideas on how it could mutate and all that, but in the beginning, absolutely, to a great extent, I think the initial panic was kind of warranted because we didn't know shit about it. We didn't know if it was a highly mutative virus, it was going to change into something completely different in a few months and get worse, or we didn't know anything like that. So I think, to some extent, lockdowns and all the precautions that have been taken in society in general, they're not unwarranted. Do I think they're unwarranted now? Like, as in having this shit going on still now? Kinda, honestly. Yeah, I think we're about ready to open back up and go back to normal life because we all just can't sit in our houses forever. I've been doing that for a couple months. I lost my job because of the whole panic and my company was losing money, so they let me go. Happens. But I'm ready to go back. I'm ready for places to open up and start
I've been a little
hiring
more
again.
fortunate in that regard.
Yeah.
So, Vegan Dolls. Question. I found your channel. Not going to say too much about it, because I want to ask you what it's about because I couldn't just pop open the video and pay attention to the stream at the same time because I'm drunk. So, if you wouldn't mind, I was skimming over your videos and who I presume to be you in the thumbnail. Yeah, fuck you and your community guidelines, YouTube. That's what I think.
Is that the end of your statement?
Yeah, go ahead.
Huh.
Whatever.
Whatever. Oh, okay. Shit.
That wasn't supposed to come off as rude, but it just did. My bad.
Kind of a prick. Kind of a dickhead, this guy. But he lets me live here, so I let it slide.
I don't let you live here. The woman does, but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll let it slide a little less now. But, yeah. Anyway. Ooh, it's getting fucking hot in here. Like, I wanna... Like the reverse of that. I'm fucking... I wonder how hot it is in here. What's it looking like outside? Curious. Whatever. It's not important. So... Next up on the agenda, I think we've transitioned into something semi-serious. We can keep the momentum.
Vegan Dolls. I was asking, your comments are like, they're appearing on Twitch faster than they are on YouTube, which is weird because you're commenting from YouTube. But I was asking, what exactly is your channel about? Because I skimmed through it because I'm curious, but I couldn't exactly pull up your videos because I'm in the middle of this. Mm-hmm. And I what I presume to be you in the thumbnails of those videos with all those dolls. So I was curious. That's the 5th time I said curious. If I say it again, shoot me through the wall.
Yeah, we're good, I think. I was saying, anyway, we're transitioning into something a little bit more serious. We've had a lighthearted hour and a half. You want to talk about something a little more serious? Let's make some people angry. How's that sound?
Hell yeah, cult leaders. That's what I can get behind. If you could just get your followers up in here, that'd be fantastic. I don't care what your cult is.
Hey, I'll support it if you support me, baby. I'm with you. 100%. Just give me a super chat, and I'm fully on board. I'll plug you for 10 minutes every stream. Buy me lunch
All right.
tomorrow. Come on.
But we are apparently moving into super serious things. So
we gotta make people angry.
lead on, bully.
All right. Fine. We can check your list of super serial things here to see what we got. So, what are you thinking?
So, there's something I wanted to get off of my chest here. I wanted to do this way earlier, but before I was drunk and more lighthearted. But nonetheless, I can talk about this in I guess, a manner with a modicum of sophistry. So there is this thing going on the internet right now, called hashtag I stand with Sophie, and it's more or less the sum of it. The sum of it is that this little girl, 9 years old, is claiming that she is being sexually abused by her mother's boyfriend, and her father has recorded videos of the way this girl acts, Sophie, when she is being told that it's time to go over to her mother's. And the little girl is sobbing and physically running away from her father because she does not want to go to her mother's, and she believes he's going to make her go. Now these are court mandated visits. There's nothing this father can do about them. All right? There's a few clips on the internet of her being questioned by her family about the allegations that she is making against her mother's boyfriend. She is sobbing in all of them and wondering why no one in her family believes her except her father. And there's not a whole lot of information in that regard, but the part that is the most shocking to me is that somehow the footage of the Zoom meet of the court session, I guess, I don't know, leaked onto the internet. I don't know about the legalities of that. I assume that it's legal because most courts are, public information. But the judge in this case, who is horrifically, just blatantly biased in favor of the mother, has ordered that all these clips that are being used as evidence against the mother and the boyfriend who was allegedly abusing her be removed from the internet. And to me, that is just that's like judicial malpractice. What do you mean the videos need to be removed from the internet because they are doing no favors for the child? It's like, are you going to hold the father in contempt of court because someone posted these videos on 4chan or Twitter? Like, what? You can't control the internet. Like, you're high to even assume that. It just caught my attention really quickly in it's a very striking thing to see, especially because in one of the videos the grandma is questioning Sophie about the allegations that she's making against her mother's boyfriend. The moment that the little girl mentions the boyfriend's name, which she refers to as Mr. Jakey, the grandmother changes the subject, not even subtly. She's talking about this, and the grandmother legitimately just goes, well, if you feel so bad about yourself, how'd you get the lead role in the school play? It's what the fuck?
Yes. I know basically nothing about this. I'm pretty much hearing this for the first time as well on the stream. It's pretty not great, I think. I don't...
Yeah. It's pretty horrific, and there's very few things that I have as glaring a weak spot for as children. Unfortunately, I don't know, but this caught my attention pretty easily. Yeah, there have been a few cases held over Zoom meets in their local circuit court, I assume, about this. There's one you can at least watch, right? The clip of the judge ordering that all videos be removed from social media, and she said across all platforms, which shows just how delusional this judge is. Yeah, you have authority over the internet. Okay.
So, I brought up a couple articles. We want to have a look through them.
Sure.
All right. So, first article is from heavy.com. Fuck you, Temple. Heavy.com. Stand with Sophie. GoFundMe campaign for a 9-year-old Texas girl goes viral. So this is going to be talking about the GoFundMe campaign in a little bit of context, I think. I'm just looking at this with fresh eyes, too, so... Yeah, maybe I should have read through it. We should be good, yeah. Just want to bring this up from a real source, so it's just not taking us for our word, citations, whatever. This is a real thing that's happening.
Tim Pool was a mixed race supremacist, but
yeah. But yeah. But anyway, let's just look at the article. Stand with Sophie is a GoFundMe campaign for a 9-year-old Frisco, Texas girl, Sophie Long, which went viral across the U.S. The campaign centers on a family court case involving Sophie's parents and features from an upsetting nearly 20-minute video of the child pleading with adults for help, alleging that she has suffered abuse at her mother's home and refusing to leave the vehicle during a custody exchange. So, yeah, that's right. I guess he's basically going over what he's already said. There's this court case, custody case, and it's really sad. This girl is supposedly... I can't imagine why a little girl would do that if she wasn't being abused. I've been through my fair share of stuff as a kid, and, it sounds like pretty accurate behavior for something like that.
There's one particularly upsetting part of the videos that I saw from a YouTuber's channel who I would like to name, but I'm not going to because he has a bit of a reputation that is not accurate, but he has the reputation anyway. There is a clip of her talking to, I think it was her grandma, where she says that after Mr. Jakey has allegedly touched her, that she wakes up with blood in her underwear. How would a 9-year-old know that that would be a thing that happens following sexual abuse? You know what I mean? You could say that she's just that explorative with the internet. Maybe. That's definitely possible. But I doubt she doesn't. I assume that if she had her own cell phone at which she could just explore this kind of information at her own pace, that this kind of stuff wouldn't be an issue anyway. She would have her own video evidence. The big that was the big smoking gun for me was the whole her saying that she would it seems a little insane to me that you would just assume that a 9-year-old would understand that. Oh, I agree. Okay, so vegan dolls, I would agree that anything that
it's a minor. This kind of thing, minor cases usually their names don't get brought up at all. They're just kids.
Her images should be removed from anything that isn't important to the case should be removed from the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't just decide as some nobody judge in the middle of Texas that things can be removed from the internet. That's not how it works. Yeah. Once it's on the internet, it's public information. Yeah. That's just how it is. The person who put it on get in trouble, sure, but it's public information now. Anything that directly puts the child in harm should be removed from the internet. But these videos of her making the allegations and describing the things that the boyfriend of the mom does to her, no, that should not be removed from the internet. I mean, you can make the order, but there's no legal precedent for it. Like, there's just no doing it. It doesn't make any sort of practical sense. Those videos are out there. 4chan's going to post those videos however many times they want to, and there's nothing that can be done about it.
But there is a bright side.
They can demand. They can take legal actions against the father if he doesn't stop posting the videos, or the father's parents. But if I reposted the videos, they can't do shit about it. Fuck them.
Here is the GoFundMe campaign for this case, though. I think the videos are fine to be removed now, absolutely. This case is doing well, and it is probably going to get her safe for a long time. And I'm really happy about that. Right now,
Hopefully.
it's raised $187,000 out of their $25,000 goal. Pretty modest for a case like that. Or I guess average, it wasn't exactly high profile until... But, yeah, this is the GoFundMe for the case. If you feel like supporting a little girl that really doesn't deserve the shit that's fucking happened to her and helping support the court case that will help ensure that that will never happen to her again, feel free to chuck a few dollars this way.
Yeah, I watched like the videos. Like I said, they were re-uploaded through the channel of a YouTuber who I watch. I will not say his name. But they were quite upsetting to me. I do have a soft spot for children. You know, they are the most vulnerable amongst us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good on you for sticking around this long, Vegan Doll Zero Trooper. I'm not an easy personality to digest.
Come on, don't speak about yourself like that. I mean, you're not lying, but you shouldn't talk. You okay?
No,
What happened?
I'm good. Just kicked my desk. That's all.
Okay.
On accident.
I can't repeat
Oh.
it now. I fucked it. There's also a Facebook group about this.
I'm sure
It's
there is.
private, but
Yeah, the private Facebook groups was the thing the judge was the most concerned about, and that I would understand. The Facebook groups trying to actively influence the court case, I understand a little bit more, but you trying to, I'm sorry, there's no legal way you can just stop this from being passed around on YouTube now.
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
200,000
on the Freedom
members.
of Information Act. Sorry, this isn't Australia or New Zealand.
Yeah.
You can't throw me in jail for uploading a video. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things. I don't care if people get mad at me for bringing them up. You know, the whole New Zealand thing. You know.
Oh god, I bruised it. That's a bruise. That happened like
Oh,
quick.
shit.
Jesus, that's the first bruise I've gotten in forever.
Yeah, just forget about that. It's fine. Doesn't matter. But yeah, sad story. Cry. My heart genuinely goes out. That's really awful. But fuck, right? World sucks. World is a fuck. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
feel the justice system will find it out right. You know?
I like to believe that it normally does. I don't really have any evidence of that.
I think in this case it will. I just have to.
I just kind of feel that if the justice system was completely broken the way people like to say it is, that by this point we surely would have had some sort of like prison reformation revolution.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I fucking hate the Daily Mail. This website is terrible. I'm sorry to just completely whiplash you, but look at this bullshit that's going on. Oh my god.
Okay, on that note, you are correct, Vegan Dolls. If YouTube decides to take a stance on this, they can do something, sure. But my bigger point in all this is if you were to repost these videos to a website such as 4chan, there's literally nothing they could do about it. Literally zero. Nothing at all. You know? That was the bigger point. So my concern with that court order is, what are you going to do? Are you going to hold the father in contempt of court because other people are posting the videos on 4chan? Completely anonymously, something he has no control over, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts so much.
I'm sorry to just interject really quickly with that, but this website, I fucking hate this. I hate this website. And on this article, like, holy shit. Like,
That could be the case.
fucking The Guardian.
I will
done.
always
Sorry.
agree that anyone who is accused of any sort of sexual deviancy should always have their day in court. But like I said, my biggest thing is, unless it's provable that this girl were to have some sort of access to information about her reproductive system and all that, the the her saying that there was blood in her panties following these altercations is the thing that to me lended a little more credence to her story. But I definitely appreciate your conservatism on the matter, though. That's pretty rare.
Yeah, it's a fucked story. It's really sad. I'm sorry if I've seen a little bit, maybe a little bit too jovial, but I do.
Good. There's nothing wrong with trying to maintain some positivity. But anyway,
Yeah.
this website.
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to pull it back up? I think you saw it. Just the Guardian's website is the worst fucking thing I have ever seen. The
BuzzFeed
ads
is.
are everywhere. You just saw it. I went on a mini rant at it
Of
before you
course,
just
no
continued.
one, no one fucking like 3 people go to their website. Of course, there's ads everywhere. They get fucking 4 ads per person to stay
It's
alive.
just terrible. It feels wrong to me on some level to see an article like that discussing a case like that with dental implants. You're qualified for a 2.5% interest loan and all this shit on an article like that. You think they would tone it down a little bit for something like that? Like, that just seems so fucked to me.
That is a direct side effect of mainstream media is dying. Alternative media is rising. YouTube is king. Fucking see it. So what? PewDiePie uploads like 5 videos a month, typically, something along those lines, right? Maybe 4. He gets anywhere from 3 to 5 million videos. PewDiePie gets 10 times the amount of people watching him in a month than CNN does. So CNN has ads everywhere.
Yeah. It's just a matter of you can go to some of these websites and find some article about a court case or a criminal case. And it's like this one person, like a little boy, has been beat up, tortured, abused, trapped in a box for weeks, whatever. And then you go on these websites, you want to learn more about it. You go on the fucking website, and just right there on an ad that moves across the screen as you scroll, just fucking Death Jeff's co-op cock torture machine.
Yeah.
Fucking $89.99.95, and it's tasteless. That's what I'm saying. In so many words, I'm saying it's completely tasteless. It makes me feel bad seeing that.
But to move into even darker territory, if everyone is ready.
Is this get us kicked off before we get off the ground territory?
Kenosha, Wisconsin. We're gonna talk about it because I have things to say, and I'm sure you do too, and I'm sure Megan Dolls does too. She seems like quite an intelligent person. Every comment she made about Sophie's case is reasonable and something that you should take into account. So, here we go.
Okay.
So, to catch up, Kenosha, Wisconsin. This all started when a man named Jacob Blake got into a physical altercation with police following a 911 call placed by a woman who made the allegation that he had raped her or not raped, hang on, my bad, sexually assaulted, that is important, that day. Well, that in and of itself is not good reason for the way it had ended. The following information might be. Jacob Blake got into a fight with these police officers. They did, in fact, try using non-lethal methods against him. Important to note, Jacob Blake is still alive. He's recovering.
Mm-hmm.
We'll hear his side of the story at some point, I assume, and he should be able to get his side of the story out. They tried to tase him, didn't work, ended up shooting him in the back 7 times. That's the part where it's like, I don't know how right that was. 7 times seems a little wild. But, so, long story short, a phone call was placed where an allegation was placed against Jacob Blake that he sexually assaulted this woman who he had sexually assaulted in the past, and we know that he in fact had been convicted of sexual assault in the past. So the police arrive at the scene. This guy puts up a fight. He gets shot, and the next thing we know, Kenosha, Wisconsin is on fire.
Yep.
Like, it's just on fire. I can't find. If I search Kenosha, Wisconsin on the internet, it's just pictures of burning buildings.
Let's clear it up a little bit. Exactly, you said got into a fight. A lot of people argue against that he was walking away. He was walking
Yeah,
away from the
there was
police.
one story that he was there to break up a fight. That was obviously not true. I don't know what that was about. They haven't repeated that story since.
Yeah. But the video does exist where he's walking to a car.
His
That's
car.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
But there was a knife found in the floorboard of his car when after he was incapacitated, shall we say.
Hmm.
That is considered a deadly weapon underneath all police protocols. If you pull a knife on a cop, odds are you will get shot. And he has the right to shoot you underneath pretty much every sort of single constitutional law in the United States of America.
Yeah.
So,
Just want to.
what I. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to bring this up real quick. I just want to pull up the image right there. Just that is the picture. Everybody, as far as we believe, wasn't the description of the knife. It was like a karambit style thing. And here's a still from one of the angles that was recorded. And, well, I mean, that looks like a karambit to me.
So, a karambit is a Middle Eastern.
Here's the picture for you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a curved knife, basically. It's made. It's
Yeah.
a fucking, like, really dangerous knife, actually.
So the karambit is a Middle Eastern knife and design based off of ancient Asian designs.
Yeah.
It is designed the way it is to get the maximum cutting power, which is an important note. Not stabbing, cutting, because cutting power that allows you to get a knife into somebody, disembowel them, pull out the important things. This is not something that you should disregard. If I was carrying a gun and someone pulled a knife on me on the street, you can be sure that I would put bullets in this man.
Yeah, here's a picture of one. Just for a little bit more clarity.
I mean, I'd give him a fair warning.
Yeah.
I would.
No, just a picture of a karambit.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
well,
is not.
yeah,
this
that's
is
it.
not.
It's just a knife.
The karambit is not something you carry to cut sticks with.
Yeah.
It is not broken in packages. If I carry a karambit on me, I would make the decision to carry another knife for the sole purpose of things like cutting tape.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Uh,
what it
Anyway,
seems to be. Yeah.
this all coalesces in massive
I'm sorry,
riots.
dropped viewer. Yeah.
The kind that you would probably not generally believe would happen from a place like Wisconsin. Like, if you would have told me 3 weeks ago that these kinds of riots would happen in Wisconsin, I would have been like, you're full of shit. It's Wisconsin.
We just
You know?
lost two.
Oh,
I'm sorry about that.
it's Twitch. What can you say?
Fuck. Damn.
So this coalesces in the burning of Kenosha, as I'm going to refer to it as. There's a lot of videos on YouTube of smaller, more independent channels who have actually gone out of their way to be right there where everything is happening. Hats off to you. You're brave. Because Antifa doesn't fuck around. If you don't support them, they're going to whoop your ass. I have no fear of saying that. That is what Antifa is. That is what they do. And the penultimate episode of Kenosha, Wisconsin, ends with a young man, younger than me, younger than you, using an AR-15 assault rifle to, shall we say,
Deter
Deal-
attackers?
deal with 3 attackers coming from Antifa's corner. From all available evidence, this looks like a self-defense shooting. I'm going to be as unbiased as I can about this, so I'm going to use this kind of terminology. From all available evidence, this looks like a self-defense shooting. The young man's name was Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm not doxing him. This is well-known information at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He is actually not some fucking beige white kid from the suburbs. He is half Mexican, I believe, something along.
I just remember seeing the report, and on it, his ethnicity was listed as Hispanic. Just bring it up to be sure. Pretty sure. I don't think that's misinformation. I'm having trouble finding it because there's just fucking the news cycle has been pumping out so many articles about this. Ooh, it's been a fucking feeding frenzy for all the outlets. What is Dre share? The fuck is this? I don't know. Fuck. Would you please? I know I saw this somewhere. God, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna have to sort the results for like fucking 30 minutes if I'm gonna find it. Probably.
It's
So
interesting.
yeah.
There's not a Wikipedia page about him already. That's
Wow.
kind of odd, in my opinion.
If I'm wrong about that, I'm wrong, and I apologize. By the way. But yeah.
Well, anyway.
yeah.
Well, listen. Yeah, of course. I know what you're saying, vegan dolls, and of course that will be the evidence that they use, like it actually means something, right? Like he went to a Trump rally, he must be evil. But there is a video of this entire altercation going down, right? Kyle Rittenhouse is running from these people, fleeing. He is fleeing. He gets assaulted by one with a skateboard. And I'm being generous. I'm saying assaulted and not, the guy whacked him over the fucking head with a skateboard. And another one shows up with a firearm, a handgun that he is not legally allowed to have because he is a convicted felon, if I'm remembering this correctly, right?
Yeah. You know, I want to bring up an appropriate image.
So this convicted felon who is not allowed to have a handgun produces this handgun. And understandably, Kyle Rittenhouse has now decided that it is do or die. It is a time to use this thing that I have brought here. And he kills one, injures two. All three of these people are convicted criminals. One is a pedophile. One is a convicted domestic abuser. What was the last one? Just like felony assault or something like that?
We got the pedophile, wife beater, and yeah, I think it was somebody who was just illegal firearm, felony assault, something like that.
Okay, so we're gonna say two factual convicted felons, one alleged convicted felon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's that's the weird thing, vegan. The media's place on this is just to gaslight you. It's just to pretend like something that is clearly happening isn't. Hence how you get chyrons that say fiery but mostly peaceful protest while the city is clearly just on fire. Like
Okay. One like fucking 10-second break real quick. I just found that's really funny. Let me bring up Firefox again. There's a there's a Know Your Meme page for Kenosha. Am I wrong for finding that funny?
no,
There's a
no,
Know
you're
Your
not
Meme
wrong.
page for Kenosha. Oh my god. It's fucking great. That's fucking great. Sorry, what reality are we living in where something like Know Your Meme? I get it. It's a meme. People have made funny pictures. Like, woohoo, look at one right here. Kyle Rittenhouse is Pro Skater 2. But still, it's fucking it's genuinely ridiculous that That is a, you know, what are we living in? This is fucking crazy. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up for a second. I just saw
Anyway.
that and thought it was really funny.
Kenosha's been talked about a lot. I want to move over to Portland soon because I think there's a lot that needs to be said about Portland, and not a
Yeah.
lot has been said about Portland up until the last week, because of obvious reasons.
Yeah,
So
let's go.
without being too biased about this, I believe that Kyle Rittenhouse committed a self-defense shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, that being said, I know that Kyle Rittenhouse went there with the intention of being an aide. He said so as much as him. He said as much himself. There are people amongst the rioters who claim that he gave medical aid to the rioters.
He worked in the area. He worked for one
Yeah.
of the businesses in Kenosha, and they asked if he would like to help protect them.
So, Kyle Rittenhouse was an EMT. He was an emergency medical technician. Um,
Well, let's
should-
use that loosely.
the question is, should Kyle Rittenhouse have gone to these riots carrying an AR-15? Because that is going to be the point of contention in his court case. Was he acting with the intent of incitement? I do not think so.
Me neither.
But you can make the case that he did. You know what I mean?
You can make the case, I suppose, but I mean, there's so many good counterpoints, or at least what I see as good counterpoints to any case you can make that he shouldn't be there. The biggest thing I can see to him not supposed to have been there is he's a fucking high schooler. He's 17, and that is an immutable fact. I understand that
but
he
he's also-
works in the area, he volunteered his help, but I think maybe he shouldn't have been allowed to volunteer it because he's 17. He's younger than me. Like, shit.
Yeah.
He's still
And-
in school. Or was.
Yeah, it would be very difficult for me to not get in trouble if I let's say I intentionally walked into a situation where I was face to face with 3 guys who I know wanted to fight me with a gun and ended up shooting them. I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
I'd be in quite a bit of trouble. Probably prison. This is a very difficult thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I believe that Kyle Rittenhouse defended himself. I also believe that Kyle Rittenhouse probably did something he shouldn't have by going there in the first place. I do not believe, however, this kid needs to go to prison. That seems like insanity to me. What do you think? Do you like? Have you like read anything about him? Like, do you think he's the kind of person that's just like, yeah, I showed them? No, Kyle Rittenhouse killed a man, and Kyle Rittenhouse is not going to get over the fact that he killed a man. Kyle Rittenhouse's career choice was to save lives. That's what he wanted to do for his career.
I understand your point there. Says whenever
Yeah.
my nephew's in the military, he's 17, obviously considered himself part of a legit militia.
You're correct.
I don't
And that-
disbelieve at all that Kyle thought he was, or you can argue that he was. It's just the opinion that a 17-year-old shouldn't be doing
But-
that shit, that 17-year-olds shouldn't be in the military, I think that's completely legitimate.
But to make the argument that a 17-year-old understands the environment that he is getting into truly is asinine. Like not even 40-year-old men go into war and come out normal. Like the PTSD rates are insane. They think the whole thing was a setup.
Really don't want to touch that one. That's an interesting opinion.
That's definitely an opinion. I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah. You can believe what you want to believe. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, your ideas
that's-
are dangerous. You're banned. No,
That's all-
but I'm sorry. I don't believe that, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the fakeness of everything, like that kind of stuff. I don't think so.
Wait. I do want to know one thing. Who blew up the Boston Marathon if not Joe Carsonayev? That's what I want to know. Who you believe did it?
It was the Bilderbergs. They needed a taste for more blood.
I'm not here to make fun of you or insult you.
No, I swear.
I want to know. Well, yeah, obviously I'm young, but I also
I know the perspective exists, and I can see the emotional basis for the perspective that you do have, and I'm not saying that that basis is entirely illegitimate. I
So-
just think that the evidence does not point that way.
Joe Carsoniev's Facebook profile was all I needed to see, because it's not like it was some sort of secret. Oh, that's what you're saying. I get you. That's a perspective I have not heard.
That's
get you.
interesting.
But you
But-
believe that Joe Carsonieff was allowed to blow up the Boston Marathon?
By whom? The organizers? The runners?
George Soros, obviously.
Hmm. I mean, I'm sure Soros is doing
Just
some
so it's
shady
out
shit,
there, I
but
do not like George Soros.
Yeah. I don't think I know anybody that does. He just kind of exists. I don't know what his goal is. He's
I
just...
obviously never met a Democratic congresswoman.
I don't really know too much.
Oh, wait a second. I see what you're saying. So, so you're saying that it was entrapment, like they were allowed to commit this bombing so they could be caught.
So, if I'm understanding it correctly, the idea... Pardon, sorry. The idea is that, well, you said it, entrapment, to put it in so little words, but I just want to walk myself through it to make sure I understand. So it's the idea that some organization, let's just say for the sake of example, I don't know, the CIA, FBI, whatever everybody's favorite, donkey to pin the tail on is, see this guy, see his tendencies, know how he acts socially, knows his profile, knows what he's planning to do, and they just let it happen? To what end?
Well, to the end that they could catch him if it happened, is what I believe she is saying. But there's a comment section, so we'll see what she is saying whenever she gets to the next point.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to speak for her. I'm not Kathy Griffin of the BBC.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to make sure I understand. It's a weird perspective to me.
So to give you some credit there, Vegan Dolls, I actually kind of agree with you on this. It's obviously the people on To Catch a Predator are disgusting people. I don't understand. Well, that was a bombing though, not a mass shooting. But I agree with that. You're I don't know what you're achieving by having a cop pretend to be a teenager, and then coerce a pedophile into. Interesting. So, I'm not making fun of you. I want to make that clear. I'm not leading you or anything like that. What do you think about the Las Vegas shooting back in, what was it, 2018?
I think it was not long before I had to skedaddle out of the school thing. Timothy McVeigh wasn't a bad guy. That's an opinion, Colvin.
That's definitely an opinion.
That is one of the opinions that exist.
So, I'm not going to say that, never mind. I'm the person on the stream here. I can't.
Jesus. Timothy McVeigh. I don't remember what...
Jeez, I haven't heard his name spoken in forever.
Is that... Who the fuck? I forget who he is. He's not the fucking IRS building guy, is he?
No, Timothy McVeigh is the guy
Oh, the
who blew up
OKC stuff. Oh, shit.
the Oklahoma City bomber.
Fuck.
So, okay. Now we're getting some juicy shit here. All right. So, why do
Ooh.
you believe? What is the evidence?
I think that's fascinating that we managed to pull in somebody like this, just managed to tune in, because this... I've always kind of wanted to talk to somebody who thinks these kind of things.
Yeah, I don't want to insult them at all because it's just like
No.
I think this whole like it's like what CNN did to Alex Jones, where they made claims that he was saying things that he never fucking
Yeah.
said.
No.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's what got
What you
me.
mean? What I mean is just the opportunity to really have a conversation with somebody who thinks that instead of just seeing a plastered comment somewhere
Yeah.
that's not going to get any interaction. It's kind of interesting. And hoax.
So okay. So I understand something here that you're saying. There have been a few instances where I have noticed whether or not it's just a close resemblance. Otherwise, I have seen very, very strikingly similar looking people at multiple of these shootings. And then
You're getting on
you
conspiracy theories here, bro.
videos of people, immediately saying, like, screaming into the camera, "I want gun control now." But the problem with using that as evidence that it was a setup is, of course, a woman whose child was killed in the mass shooting, of course, she's going to say, "I want gun control," like into
That's
a camera.
just the natural reaction of that kind of thing. I mean, if I
Unless
know.
you're an unabashed constitutionalist like me.
Yeah.
Like I will happily die in a mass shooting. My opinion on gun rights isn't going to change. Like it's not. When I'm sitting there laying in my own pool of blood, like I'm not going to think this guy shouldn't have been allowed to have this gun.
Just you're laying there in your own pool of blood. Blood's just shooting out. It's going all over the place. It's crazy. It's like poultry, guys. A fucking reporter just runs up to you with a microphone. What do you think policy should be now that this has happened?
That's pretty much what CNN does. That's pretty much what they do.
Your last
they
words
Just,
are
they just
just
shove the camera in the face of a person who just escaped death to get those kinds of reactions.
it's just your last words are just bands are cringe.
O rating CNN, they just die.
Yeah.
If Chris Cuomo was Fredo.
Suck my dick, Bloomberg. Yeah, no, fuck. But yeah, Vegas shooting as a hoax. That is
was
a fucking crazy idea. I'm not calling it crazy, that's just a crazy idea. Like, I just gotta be blunt about it. It's really interesting.
I'm sure she's typing something else. I'm just waiting to read
Yeah.
it. Because, like I said, I'm not here to make fun of anybody for what they think about
Yeah.
this stuff. I am more than interested to read your opinion on this. I hope you're not typing in Vegas shooting hoax. If there's a watch list you're not on already, that's a great way to do it.
No, I'm just trying to see what they mean for... Oh, the guy's still facing trial. That's interesting.
Yeah, the court system is slow.
Yeah. New date set for the trial.
Oh, I got a great question for you, vegan. Okay, do you? I do not believe that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. No one believes that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. No one. But well, I understand how whack the world actually is. Like I do. Okay, so I do not believe Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. Let's get that out of the way. I believe there's no way in hell that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. But do you believe that he's actually dead? Or because I've heard a lot of people saying that he's alive and well in Israel, but no one's explained to me why that is.
Israel. It's always Israel. People love Israel for these kinds of things.
Like, no, you don't okay, vegan, I want to make this clear. If I found out tomorrow that the Stoneman Douglas shooting was completely fake, right? If I found out that the Stoneman Douglas shooting was completely fake, I would not be shocked. I honestly wouldn't. I don't believe it was faked, but if I found out that it wouldn't blow my shoes off of me. It really wouldn't,
Yeah.
or at least exaggerated.
It's just
Like
I
I know that faked crises have happened.
yeah.
There just hasn't been very many happen where the United States was involved that we know of for a fact, with the exception of obviously WMDs in Iraq and the Gulf of Tonkin.
Yeah. I just I don't believe it because I don't see the sufficient evidence. Like, oh, you can connect the dots here and here and here and here. They just covered up their story really good. I can see that argument, but
Name
I
one
just
politician that isn't a Zionist. Easy, fucking easy. Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. What's her fucking name?
Ilhan Omar.
Ilhan Omar. There's another one. It's Rashida Tlaib.
Just the
What's her
squad in general.
the squad in general.
Uh,
Fuck.
again.
What is her fucking name? Ayanna Presley. That's her name.
Mm.
I have no hair, so I wear a weave. That woman.
So, there's a handful.
Yeah.
I think
There's actually a lot of rabid anti-Semites in U.S. Congress. Vegan. They're just women, so you can't criticize them.
they're on the good side, too.
Not insult women. Like you're
Yeah.
clearly. I looked at your channel. Like I'm not insulting women. You just know how this goes. If you criticize a woman, you're likely to get in trouble. In this day. Especially if she isn't from America, like Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, there you go. There's a decent list of U.S. politicians that aren't Zionists.
I mean, there was that whole.
Is
I mean, there was that whole thing. The what was it called that Rashida Tlaib proposed?
Mhm.
The boycott. What was it called? Boycott.
is
like-
Zionism just Jew supremacy? Like, basically?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like it's not the most insane theory out there. Jesus Christ.
Whew. We're getting into real interesting opinions all now, aren't we?
I mean,
They're just trying to fill a color quota. Wow.
probably not wrong because well, they don't need to be though. Like AOC is from the Bronx. Like that's a district where if you just slap a D on something, they'll win.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't. She doesn't need to be. She doesn't need to be gamed in there.
Yeah. Ooh. Whew. I'm sweating from all the spicy opinions around here.
And divestment in Israel. 20, 30 Democratic Congress people and senators signed that.
Which one? Signed what? I didn't quite hear that. I'm sorry.
Boycott and divestment in Israel. Like 20 or 30 Democratic Congress people and senators signed that. Like the idea to me that there's like some sort of Jewish elitism in the U.S. Congress is not like valid. There's a lot of people inside of U.S. Congress that you could easily call anti-Semites, or at the very least, no, I'm not anti-Semites. Let's say anti-Israel. Okay, so
We're in the real hot opinions. This is crazy.
This is obviously kind of leads back to the idea of U.S. protectionism and how we need to just stay the fuck out of conflicts that aren't ours.
Yeah.
But you do understand what happened the last time that we believed that we could just not be involved in the Middle East, right?
Ooh. Yeah.
To remind you, Osama bin Laden had people hijack planes and fly them into the World Trade Center. That's what happened the last time we believed we could just not be involved in the Middle East.
I don't think I would necessarily call supporting Israel generally, just in a general sense, because they're a relatively liberal, sort of democratic country for the most part, in a region where that is very uncommon. I don't see why supporting that in that area is necessarily Zionism.
ally on earth. Ideologically, Israel is our closest ally. That is another thing that's important to remember in this. Not even Britain matches us as ideologically as closely as Israel does. I mean, in Britain, people get thrown in jail for posting tweets.
That's where we go on next about Britain. The shit the fucking Bronx are doing. Oh, yeah, not really the most comfortable about this specific. You okay?
Fuck it.
What are you doing?
Fuck it. Well, I'll have this conversation. Why not?
No.
All right. Hell yeah, here we go. Why was 9/11 done by Bush? I know what the answer is going to be. I've heard it 1,000 times.
Insurance fraud. Oil. I don't get that. I don't completely understand the perspective of like the oil wars because there's a little known secret. We have so much fucking oil. We don't need
We have more. We produce more oil than the Middle East does.
Yeah, we produce more oil than pretty much anywhere as far as I'm aware. Like we don't need oil. We don't need to fucking fight wars over oil.
Are you about Palestine? You're talking about that nation that's never actually technically been a nation until the late 80s? It was called Philistine.
Kinda.
It was run by a totally different race, essentially, back in the days where it was called Philistine. Like, this is in the Bible.
Oh,
Palestinians
the Bible's
were not ancient Philistines.
Since according to old documentation, it's just like these are blood feuds that are thousands and thousands of years old. Like the whole Israel-Palestine thing dates back way back in fucking early Judaism, and those like this is the oldest shit. Whew. This is man.
And I'd also like to point out that Israel has many times offered Palestine a I wouldn't call it a complete enmeshment deal, but every single time that Israel has proposed, hey, we can do this, Hamas, the terrorist group that leads Palestine, has been like, no, because they don't want to live peacefully together. They just want Israel.
I don't really know enough about any of those topics to really say anything. I mean, sure, I can just spout some surface level opinion I might have, but I just don't feel comfortable talking about it because I don't know too much. I know that Judea has existed for a long time, and that ethnic group has lived there for a long time.
Whoa, hang on. No,
Or am I incorrect?
Vegan. The conflict here is absolutely thousands of years old.
The conflict,
the Philistinians would have been people who moved on from the Medes and the Babylonians and the Assyrians. The people who originally sacked Judea. They would have been the people who moved on to become the Philistinians. This conflict is well more than 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
This conflict predates written history. Everything that goes back to that point in time is so obscured, it's pretty much only told through the lenses of what people were alive that actually knew how to write and read the written language of the time. Judea was sacked by the Babylonians. The Babylonians were sacked by the Assyrians, and they were all sacked by the Persians. Most of this information was only able to be passed on by the Persians keeping up with the written history of the people that they conquered. We know this kind of stuff has been going on for thousands of years because of the Persians. And that information was able to be passed on because Alexander the Great conquered Persia and was fascinated with the Persians' own predilection for marking history.
Oh, put it about in any better way than I ever could have. Again, I don't know too much about the topic that I can't.
I mean, I would have gone to college for ancient history if I decided to go to college.
The Jews didn't exist till 39. I'll take that you're probably shit posting, but that's just not.
Was that on Twitch? Did someone post that on Twitch?
God.
Holy shit!
Our one person on Twitch is saying this. Twitch is gonna bring down the hammer. We're not gonna last on Twitch. God.
Hey,
Uh,
IT can say whatever he wants. We're not responsible for him. He's a free person.
yeah, yeah. We're just giving a platform. If any radical communists found their way here, hell yeah, I'd love to have a real, true conversation. You know,
Yeah,
anybody can be here.
Radical commie would find their way in here tonight.
Hoping, yeah. But instead, we got some other interesting individuals, and I'm grateful for that. That's pretty. Fuck. Kind of wanna. What else? What else can we? Jesus. Okay.
Portland, okay.
Sorry,
so
bud, but we gotta.
Portland is important here. Why?
Portland.
Well, I'll
Portland.
give you.
There we go.
I'll give you an answer. Because Portland has been in a constant state of riots since Donald Trump won the presidency. Now, that's not me saying it's Donald Trump's fault. That's me saying that Portland is fucking wild. Antifa has more or less owned the streets in Portland since 2016. Just the insane, out of this world shit that we've seen on YouTube videos coming out of Portland at the hands of Antifa has not stopped since 2016. It has just gone on and on and on. And I'm curious to know at this point, what do you think is going to have to happen? Because Ted Wheeler, the mayor of Portland, Donald Trump offered them assistance from the National Guard. Donald Trump said, hey, we can help get the situation under control. And Ted Wheeler was like, no, fuck you. You're Hitler, being the utter loser that Ted Wheeler is. He won't stand against Antifa because he's one of these people who lives under the assumption that they're his base, I guess, even though they're not. They want him gone just as badly as they want Trump gone. They want everyone who represents the United States government as it stands gone. So,
Oh shit, we're still live on Twitch.
but
Yeah, pulled
right.
down.
But Antifa was standing outside of the apartment complex that Ted Wheeler lives at, and they were trying to set it on fire with fireworks to push forward their radical communistic agenda. That is the very definition of domestic terrorism. If you look up the definition of domestic terrorism, that is what you will find. We are trying to pass forward a political agenda through means of terror and intimidation. Violence and intimidation. Where does this end? And then you had that the Patriot Prayer guy who got shot for doing nothing other than wearing a Patriot Prayer hat.
Got a Trumper over here. God, that fucking video got under my skin a little bit. I'm gonna.
Fucking blood boil, dude. Like I'm not, like I said, I'm not like Trump's biggest guy.
Yeah.
But like you're going to, but I want him more than Joe Biden. Joe Biden's a man in cognitive decline. I don't want him as president. Are you out of your mind? So, I don't know. But Portland's a wild case, and I kind of want to know what you think about it. Because I've been talking about Portland basically since you and I have met. You know, I've been looking at it and wondering what's going to happen. Like, is anything going to be done?
Yeah. I really feel like we should have gone to the Chaz. That would have been a fun day out.
Something more. It's over with.
Yeah, I know. We should have though when the time was there.
Well, we see for context, me and Bully here wanted to take a trip down to Seattle to visit Chaz because we live in Idaho, which is only about 12 hours away from Seattle. Where we are is only about 12 hours away. And we wanted to go. We wanted to get a look at this communist utopia for ourselves because we knew it was going to collapse. It was either going to collapse in on itself or the hammer was going to be brought on it from the outside. And the latter is obviously the one that ended up happening. Only after the mayor of Seattle got threatened by these people, of course.
Of course, yeah. No, they show up to her house. It's Lori Lightfoot, right? In Seattle?
No, that's Chicago.
Well, fuck. Who am I thinking? Who's the mayor of Seattle?
I can't remember her name. Some old blonde woman who has no fucking business being a mayor.
I feel like I know the name. Let me see. God, I fucking love the power of the internet and being able to look things up.
Very typical white woman name.
Was
Is what I remember.
Jenny Durkin. Jenny Durkin. All right. So, hold on. The Wikipedia says style the honorable. What the fuck does that mean? Style, form of address. Oh, okay. So it's basically a rhetorical style. All right. Anyway, yeah. The protester showed up on her doorstep and she was like, "You're done. Chaz is cleared. It's done. It's over." Only when that happened was it over. Yeah, that's just it's doo doo. Yeah. You there? I can't hear you. Get closer.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm just reading COVID-19's comments and wondering if he's a shit poster or if he's for real. I don't have any issue with you if you are for real. Not like personally. Just curious.
I think it's pretty dumb.
I firmly believe you're allowed to believe what you want.
Yeah. All right. Whew. You want to know something crazy?
Huh.
We've been live for 3 hours. I think we started running out of steam a little bit ago. I think it's about time to wrap it up for a day, to be honest.
Steam at all. I think you're scared.
Maybe. Maybe I am. Yeah. And also, I haven't had water since we started. I think I need to go get some water.
I have chugged 5 beers since we started.
Jesus.
I haven't had one in about an hour, but I do need water because I don't want to wake up with a headache.
Yeah.
So I guess it is time to wrap this thing up.
Suppose so. Yeah, sure. There we go.
Anyone who stuck through will be starting at 7:30 Mountain Time tomorrow, so that's 6:30.
6:30 on
Western,
the West Coast and
6:30 West Coast, 5:30 Eastern, wherever you are.
No, it's 9:30 Eastern, I think.
9:30 Eastern in front of us. How could I'm from North Carolina? How could I forget that? Oh, dox myself. I'm from North Carolina.
Oh no.
Feel free to come again tomorrow. I don't hate anyone's opinions here. If they are your opinions, you're allowed to have them. I wasn't judging anybody. I appreciated talking to everybody. Vegan Dolls, your channel is very weird, and I like weird things, and I'm going to check it out. So thank you for being here.
And thank you anybody who is still around. It is highly appreciated. The lurkers, the commenters, everybody.
I did not expect to pull in 10 to 15 people tonight. That was
it's pretty sweet.
a rather fun surprise. So thank you all, regardless of your opinions. I love you.
Love you all. Glad to have had you. And if you're coming back on some archived version or however we're going to do that, we don't have it completely set up yet.
If you come back on an archived version, YouTube, we are strictly allowing other people to express their opinions on our live stream. The opinions people express in the live stream do not necessarily reflect mine or bullies. Where we just believe in free speech. Fuck you, don't ban us, please.
Fuck you, don't ban us.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a fun clip. I wanna help me find the clip of the fucking lady that's singing like don't fucking touch me or whatever. I'll beat you up.
Touch me again and I'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
I
wanna. I think that's a good outro.
I'm sure.
Okay. Oh my god, the first result is fucking X videos. DuckDuckGo is really good, but if you include the word fuck in your search query anywhere, it's just porn. So if you plan on using DuckDuckGo, there you go.
I to go on my phone alongside my VPN. I'll find the clip. I can find it on Paul Joseph Watson's video and then like snip it, or you can.
Fuck. I really want to find it. It would be perfect. Oh, Jesus. Don't touch my cannon. Come on. Fuck. I really want to play this video.
I know, but I fucked up now. I doxed myself.
What happened?
He just said, now you're fucked up.
Oh yeah.
after I said North Carolina, or after I said YouTube, fuck
Yeah.
you, don't ban us, whichever one.
Yeah. Oh man. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. God damn it, I can't find the video. It's really fucking funny. It's this Antifa girl, this tiny fucking 5 foot nothing Antifa girl getting in this dude's face.
It's in Paul Joseph Watson's Modernity 2 video. You can probably just snip it out of that
Oh jeez.
if you feel like doing some editing.
Okay. I'm going to say no opinion on Paul Joseph Watson. Just
I like him.
just for
Fuck
the
you.
sake of it. Yeah, fuck it, right? Yeah, fuck it.
Huh.
Do you have the
I
timestamp?
like videos. Somewhere. We
Thanks.
could look at that after the stream is ended. This has been going on for 3.5 hours.
I gotta get it, man. I gotta get it. This is like a joke that's gone on way too long. It's not gonna be worth it by the time I actually get it up. God damn it.
Exactly. So we should end the stream and allow these fine
Fuck.
or watch their other preferred streams.
Fine. Fine. You're right. You're right. Well,
Yeah, no, we're not crazy leftists. You can speak your mind here, even if we don't necessarily agree with what you say. We're not just gonna ban you. Ban you.
whatever. Yeah. Sorry if you tried typing the M word into the chat, but you have to do that to stay on the platform. Also,
Yeah.
I have to say, don't do that. You can't do it. It's banned. But don't do that. I don't avow it. Racism is bad, all that. I genuinely mean that. I'm saying it in a kind of facetious way, but in a genuine sense. Just whatever. Did I put it out there well enough? That
Yeah, we can.
I swear I'm not racist. I don't see myself
We can-
as superior to fucking anybody, to be honest.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night. See ya. Have a auf Wiedersehen, whatever. Fucking bye. Au revoir. Woo. Stream is over. Fuck off.
That was wild. That got wild. Is the stream over?
And every time when I feel afraid of what I'll say, I told the line, now I'm alone. It doesn't mean I don't belong. It's hard to believe